party started hours ago here in California's Central Valley, where the appetite for ball means another great crowd for college football on Fox. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium here in Fresno, where the league's West Division leaders, the Fresno State Bulldogs, have a Mountain West matchup with the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's electric here tonight. This is Will Blackman. I'm Guy Haberman. These games are always big. Fresno State feels like they're hitting their stride, and Hawaii feels close.
Yeah, Hawaii feels close. They have a reason to. Last year, they were a big underdog and came through the upset. Tonight, another big underdog, but I believe they're ready to play.
Well, they've got a challenge, because the good news for the Bulldogs last week was the return of their star quarterback, Jake Haener, and he brought his dramatics with him. What does it mean to them to have him back?
Oh, it's massive. He possesses the qualities you want in a top-tier quarterback: mental toughness, adversity, and that is the personality of this team.
Meanwhile, for Hawaii, maybe a star being born as well on the defensive side of the ball. I know that makes you happy.
Yes,
because
sir.
Peter Manuma, the gray-shirt freshman, is taking over.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's a freshman, young, talented player. His favorite player is Troy Polamalu, and he's going to be all over the field trying to make plays just like his idol.
And you can see why. He had a fantastic game last week against Wyoming with a couple interceptions and a couple of big hits. But it's not just him. Dedrick Parson, the star running back, he's been ground and pound for the Rainbow Warriors. They're going to need him today against the ferocious David Perales, big number 99 for the Dogs. It's a rivalry matchup, and it's coming up next.
Dude, you coming?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max gels with more concentrated power, because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Also tried for fast sinus and pain relief.
Sure, you should teach him to ride a bike. Then use Greenlight and teach him how to invest in bikes. Teach him to be smart about money, and he'll go far.
Super far! Oh, hey, Mom!
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading?
Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers.
Visit legacybox.com.
Travel doesn't have to be chaotic, stressful, and unorganized. Being more organized makes you feel more confident, prepared, and in control. Nomadic. Carry smart. Live more.
Your vehicle takes a beating from the environment. And who has time to wash every week? Keep your vehicle looking better than new with Cerakote Rapid Ceramic Paint Sealant, a breakthrough in ceramic technology. Now you can seal and protect your paint with unbelievable gloss and shine in less than 30 minutes. It's the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Look at the difference with Cerakote's true hydrophobic ceramic technology. Everything just slides right off. The level of gloss and slickness is unbelievable. Simply spray it on and lightly buff it with the included microfiber towels. Everything's included. That's it.
Cerakote's one of the most exciting products I've ever used. I've been in the detailing business for almost 4 decades. I've used hundreds and hundreds of different types of polishes. It's incredibly easy to apply. I can't give it a higher endorsement.
Guaranteed to be the glossiest, slickest, and easiest to apply paint sealant you have ever used. Get professional gloss, shine, and protection for your vehicle with Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Paint Sealant today. It's Amazon's #1 hottest bestseller in paint sealants.
Crowd still arriving here in Fresno for what should be a great nightcap. First game of November for Hawaii and Fresno State. Timmy Chang, so many years as a great quarterback at Hawaii, his first year since turning 42 in October, coaching at his alma mater and taking on a program in a stadium which he's had some great games over his time. Facing off with another coach, former quarterback at his alma mater. 4th season overall, first year in the second go-round for Jeff Tedford at Fresno State. Fresno State won the toss and deferred the decision to the second half. And so Hawaii will start with the ball once again. It's what they've done in every game this year. Nicholas Senecal and Jalen Purdue are back deep. One of the heroes from last week. Dylan Lynch, who had a big onside kick late that Fresno State recovered and eventually punched in for a touchdown. He's the lefty, and he will kick it away. On a brisk but not cold night here in the Central Valley. Clear and cool. And it'll be Purdue to let it go. And so here comes Hawaii's offense for the first time with the true sophomore from Dallas, Braden Shager. Coming off a career-high 45 passing attempts last week in what was a 27-20 loss to Wyoming. You see the numbers, over 1,400 yards, second in the league. His first career start was last year at home against the 18th ranked Bulldogs, as Will alluded to, and he beat them.
He did, yeah. I'm excited to see what they come out today, man. Start with the run. Got to do that. Got to get it to Diedrich immediately.
Diedrich Parson, number 31 in white. He's the running back, and he's going to get it on first down, trying to find some space, but he is swallowed up. First man there, Lavelle Bailey, the linebacker. Take a look at the impact players drill when Hawaii has the ball. Who are you looking at?
Yeah, of course. You know, I mentioned Diedrich, but man, we're gonna look at the O-line. Sergio Masao, absolutely, you know, a veteran group there. He's moving to center. Let's see if he can protect the quarterback today.
And you saw Evan Williams, who, like Hainer, a unanimous captain, and he returned to action last week from injury as well. There's Zion Bowens, the speedy receiver from Long Beach Poly in Southern California. A pickup of 11 and a first down. Shager fakes the pitch, and now he's going to run, and he's got a gap, and Lavelle Bailey tracks him down, but not before he picks up another 11 yards. How about the quarterback run?
Yeah, you see them mixing it up already. Run, pass, and now we got a QB run right here up the middle. Great hole.
And Hawaii's trying to work with a little pace here, Will, as well. Shager on first down under pressure, and he's able to get it to Parson, who picks up about 3 yards before Devo Bridges made the hit on the quarterback. Shager, he just got away with it, and a couple yards for Parson.
See, they're going to the screen game. It worked for them last week in terms of getting some explosive plays. Again, featuring Diedrich Parson. Massive. Now they're going empty formation. Expect some kind of quick game here.
And now Parson will step in beside Shager. It'll take it again on second down. And this will make a 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Yeah, he's been really good in terms of, like, he has incredible vision. You see him earlier this drive trying to push it to the line and then cutting it back upfield. Right now, 3rd down.
Fresno State's defense has really stepped up lately on 3rd down, where Hawaii is 7th in the league, converting just over 30%. Shager, a little ad-lib, and Parson, his safety valve to move the chains.
Parson. You're gonna see him all drive, and absolutely, I would wear him out if I was a coach. Get him the ball and make it happen.
2 carries and 2 catches so far for Parson, although maybe he is a little worn, or to prevent wearing him out, he takes a break in the change of pace. Tylen Hines, the true freshman, has now come into the game. 24 for Hawaii, as Shager gets it out quickly. And a couple of yards for Caleb Phillips, the transfer from Stanford, before Maurice Norris, the starting nickel, was there for the tackle.
Yeah, we mentioned change of pace with the running back Tylen Hines, but the pace only gets quicker. He's a speedster, man. Unbelievable freshman. I expect him to make some plays tonight.
And as Fresno State defensive coordinator Kevin Coyle told us, just because he's smaller doesn't mean he's not as tough. They're going to pitch it to him here with some space. He had a block on the edge, and he is very close, and the extra effort gets him to first down. And that's exactly what Kevin Coyle was telling us. Yeah, he's 170, but he moves forward after contact like he's much bigger.
He's solid. You see him immediately. Get him outside, use his speed. A nice little block right there by Caleb Phillips. Get to the edge, and boom, there you go, first down.
Coming off a career high 103 rushing yards against Wyoming. They'll give it to him again, and this time he's met. by Malachi Langley, the Bulldogs' second leading tackler, after a short pickup.
I like this drive right now. Really, they're keeping it simple, getting it to their playmakers, letting the offensive line shine, letting them do their thing, and don't get too crazy.
Second down and 9. Hines picks up the pressure, and that is through Chucky Hines' hands. In coverage was Cam Lockridge. Big day for Cam Lockridge there, number 20 for the Dogs, the Hawaii transfer, his first year at Fresno State.
Yeah, big day for him. The key for him is just to play his game. You know, I know you can get excited playing against your rival, but right now he needs to just play his game. And then when he has a moment, maybe he could talk a little trash. By the way, in that last play, great job by Talon Hines on the blitz pickup. He's known to possibly be vulnerable in protection. To show in that last play that he can do the job if he needs to. Another third down, expect some heat on this drive.
Michelle Bryant-Lele is the new running back, and now Hawaii's going to take a timeout. And so third down and 9 feels like a big decision for them, and maybe we'll get some indication. You wonder if you're Hawaii and you have Matthew Shipley, who you are right at his field goal range. That's your kicker. Do you think, are you thinking 2-down territory here, knowing how much the Bulldogs score? Is that part of the thinking in this play?
No, it's massive to get some points on this drive, however it is. But this is actually a good timeout. Like, let's find our best play. It's third and long. It's a tough situation here. Fresno's probably going to bring some heat, I assume, to try to get that ball out. So right now, let's just find the best play. Possibly may look for Dietrich Parson on the screen.
Well, one thing that Timmy Chang told us this week when we spoke with him is that, you know, the last several weeks, it's been 5 or 6 plays a game. They've lost 3 games in their last 4, but look, by a combined 13, a 2-point loss to San Diego State, Colorado State by 4, and then last week Wyoming by 7. So it's early, but sometimes it's these moments, and that's the lesson that the Rainbow Warriors have learned lately. So third down. After the timeout, they get Dietrich Parson in the game. He was not in the game before they took that timeout. He picks up the pressure. Shager on the run, and it's broken up by L.J. Early. Back this week after concussed in the New Mexico game. He returned against San Diego State, now steps up and makes a big play.
That's really tough. You see him running down, chasing that play. That is really difficult in man-to-man defense because he's running away from you. Essentially, he's running downhill. So outstanding play by that young man over there. That was really hard for me to run guys on the shallow cross or across the field. That was a beast. That was a heck of a play.
The intended receiver there was Dior Scott. So 48-yard attempt here for Matthew Shipley. His career long is 49. This one is wide to the right. And so a good drive for Hawaii stalls out after a 3rd and 9 pass breakup by the Fresno State defense. Shipley misses the field goal, and Fresno State will take over. Jake Haener and his Dogs on the field for the first time. Coming up next.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission products. We're a fiduciary obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
When you get Domino's delivered, you can get any 2 or more mix and match items for $6.99 each. And now we're adding $6.99 Parmesan bread bites. And what happened to the other lava cake?
Sebastian. Yeah, that's weird.
Get 2 or more mix and match items delivered for $6.99 each.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. Our watches are uniquely designed, in-house, clean, modern watches, crafted with top-tier materials. Join the movement now at mvmt.com.
For Imprint, this is Lisa. Hi, I'd like 50 welcome wows and 300 customer I love it.
Promotional products from 4imprint are certain to deliver ooh yes.
Wow.
I love it. Find some wow now at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
This is Fubo TV. It's a better way to watch live news, shows, and sports without cable. Watch multiple games at once with Multiview. Try free at FuboTV.com.
The hot spots and pressure points on your mattress could be why you were tossing and turning last night, leaving you tired with aches and pains. But don't buy a new mattress. Upgrade it with the premium mattress topper by Dormeo. It transforms your mattress into a luxurious sleeping surface. It's the only topper in the world with patented OctaSpring technology, providing incredible pressure point relief and advanced breathability, so you don't wake up hot. Head to Dormeo.com now for a special TV offer that's only available at Dormeo.com. That's Dormeo.com.
At Homelight, we asked, could real estate be better? Yes. We've combined knowledgeable humans with innovative tech to build modern solutions that are fast, simple, and free. Start today at Homelight.com.
A missed field goal for Hawaii. Bulldogs' first possession with 10:46 remaining here in the first. There's Jake Haener, who, of course, has been a destructive force to defenses around the league, and yet against Hawaii, look at his numbers. 0-2, including the loss last year when they were ranked 18th, and that's part of the reason why the Bulldogs told us they will not be overlooking Hawaii this week, despite being heavy favorites.
See them bring the running back in ID motion, see if they're in man or zone.
It's Jordan Mims beside Jake Haener, and a very talented group of skill players, as Mims is met by Kaulana Mokaula for the stop after a short gain. Fresno State, who last week got a great game from Nico Remigio, and he's your impact player on offense again this week.
He's my impact player because he does everything. I love guys who are all over the place making tons of plays. Remigio, I kind of expect him to have a big game here.
And Logan Taylor, he's been making plays all over the place too. 29 tackles the last 2 weeks. That is second most in the nation in that span entering play today. Here's Haener. Gets hit below the legs as he gets it over to Zane Pope, who had 10 catches last week, recovered an onside kick, caught the 2-point conversion, and now Fresno State wants to move.
Yeah, Zane's been outstanding for this team in the past couple of weeks. You see him going quick, lining right back up.
This is Mims again. He and Manuma meet, and Mims is able to sneak by him to get a few extra yards after contact. It was Peter Manuma racing downhill, a pickup of 7.
Brought down by number 33, Peter Manuma.
Already Peter's name being called.
Haener on second down. And there is Nico Remigio for a first down for Fresno State. We saw Hawaii go with a little pace, but Fresno State's really trying to move the tempo.
Yeah, they're really trying to get up tempo, and the hardest thing for this is they have to get lined up. They have to communicate. If they're playing man, they got to find their matchup. So, yeah, really challenging for them.
Here's Mims again. Manuma this time meets him once more, and it's Mims falling forward for another pickup, this time about 5.
Manuma's a tough kid, but I will say, like, being a small safety, a young safety, coming down, hitting that running back time over time will catch up to you eventually. But I love his toughness.
Jordan Mims, 6 foot 205, the senior from East Palo Alto, who leads the Bulldogs with 9 touchdowns. As Fresno State huddles on this opening drive for them. Josh Kelly in motion, and here's Mims again with some space, and Manuma has to track him down with Hugh Nelson helping get Mims to the ground. Jacob Spommer, the left tackle, with a big block. It's a Fresno State line that's without its starting right tackle, Dante Bull, and they created some space.
You see right here, sealed off the edge. They always say in football, no edge, no chance. Great job kicking out by the offensive lineman. Outstanding job.
And Fresno State now knocking on the door. Mac Delana has checked into the game for the first time. He's the receiver at the bottom for Fresno State as Eric Brooks goes in motion. Haener pumped, now lets it go, and it's caught and held onto by Josh Kelly, who took a huge hit and somehow held on. Kelly, who did not have a catch last week. Panay Pavihi, the leader of this defense, with the stick.
Look, 2 great plays on that one play. A beautiful one-hand snag and a beautiful hit.
Josh Kelly, who had not played since week 2. That's his first catch since week 2. Last week about 15 to 20 snaps, but did not produce in the pass game.
So they got the motion. Now they're checking to see if they got the matchups. They won a lot right here in the middle with the seam ball last week. Let's see what they got here.
Hayner, back. Hayner looking, pumps. Now lets it fly and throws it away. This crowd's so used to magic from Hayner, and you could hear the gasping in Bulldog Stadium as they wondered what he would do.
You heard the gasping too, because Hayner was on his back on the sideline. See right there, just hanging on for dear life, driving the quarterback to the ground. That's really where you can get some roughing.
Jonah Kahahawa Welch with the hit. You know, Hayner took 7 sacks last week in his first game back from that high ankle sprain week 3 against USC. And it's, you know, talking to Timmy Chang this week, he said that was the first thing he noticed about Hayner when Coach Chang was at Nevada. He said we kept hitting him, he kept getting up, and that is part of Hayner's MO. Here on 3rd down, through the hands of Remigio, and it's now 4th down and 8. As you know, Fresno State was marching right down the field, and that's got to feel good for the Hawaii defense.
Yeah, I just felt like they tried to get a little too creative. You know, there were 2 things that were working, just the run game with Mims and then the short passes to their other players. So right now, just, you know, try to get too creative in the red zone, just play football. You get down the field and, you know, eventually those things happen.
Abraham Montano from 31. He's been very good inside of 40 yards this year. And he's got it. So Hawaii with the missed field goal, Fresno State with the made field goal. The Bulldogs lead. And that's been good news for Fresno State.
Dude, you coming? Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. With Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Relief. Also try for Fizzy Fast Cough Relief.
Did I mention the Groove Belt is the best belt in the world?
It's the best belt in the world.
It's the best belt in the world.
I can't stop doing that.
Bro. I did? Well, did I mention you can get yours at GrooveLife.com? Do it.
Sharing a table brings people together in a way that few things do.
You don't need measuring cups. 1 cup, 2 cup.
Your family don't care if it's messy. They just care if it's delicious.
Oh my gosh. Share a meal with your family and friends and be really proud of what you've created.
Let's cook.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading?
Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers.
Visit legacybox.com.
Dad said to wash your hands. I don't know what you've been touching. I said, what has the water touch? He said, doesn't matter. Our Aquasana filters out bad stuff. Like little sisters?
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Let's face it, we've all been the I had it just a minute ago guy. What if we told you travel could be easy, efficient, and stress-free? What if your travel buddy was the most functional bag ever? Being organized makes you feel more confident, prepared, in control. Nomadic, worry less, live more.
Tony and Armand have been accused of being rats.
This time the deal will be made on my terms.
The Cleaning Lady, all new Monday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
There's a man responsible for the first points on the board tonight. 31-yard conversion from Abraham Montano. So Fresno State hurried down the field. Hawaii's defense was able to get a 3rd down and 8 stop.
They talked about that. Being tough in the red zone has helped them tremendously. You know, they were giving up 40 points earlier and now down to 19. And he said red zone was a big factor, keeping them out the end zone.
Well, 19 points per game in the last 4. That's what Jacob Yoro's group has done. And here is Jalen Purdue with the return. A flag is down as he gets with the pile out across the 31-yard line, but we'll check on the penalty. We have not heard from Christian Watson, our referee, yet tonight. .27 yards on the return. We'll see if it's
holdings. Offense number 7. 10-yard penalty. First down, Hawaii.
Tomorrow on Fox, we've got a full slate of NFL action highlighted by Seahawks Cardinals. Check for the game in your area. Then, on November 13th, it's one of the games of the year in the NFL as historic rivals square off in Lambeau when the Cowboys take on the Packers, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. So after the penalty, instead of being out across the 30-yard line, Hawaii will start this possession on the 9. Dedrick Parson, who had 2 carries and 2 receptions on the first Hawaii drive, remains in the game, but Shager wants to throw. Good pocket for him, and he connects with Zion Bowens for the second time tonight. 8-yard pickup. Shager has started now 5 of 6 after that completion. There's what he did on the first drive.
Yeah, this is good. Just keep taking profits. Do not take any losses.
Now it's Parsons' turn. And he and Bailey meet again. LaVelle Bailey, the leading tackler for this Fresno State team, have been face-to-face now 3 times.
It's pretty cool. They line up in the same formation. I guess the key was if the tight end comes back, it's a run. So now 3rd and 1. Manageable 3rd down. That was key.
And it was Parson who was down. And so Hawaii will take a moment to check on one of Hawaii's star players after that collision with Bailey. Back after this.
Junk sleep have you forgetting major things? Like you're a triplet? With our Mattress Matcher, find your perfect match. Unjunk your sleep at Mattress Firm.
I'm the team mascot, and boy am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Ow, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
The right hug makes all the difference. Michelin wiper blades with advanced technology hug your windshield like our tires hug the road. For better visibility, see clearly, drive safely.
The Big East opening night tip-off show on FS1.
Here we go.
With live look-ins of all 8 games, it's a season opener like no other.
What a game.
It all tips off Monday at 6:30 Eastern on FS1.
People who come to Cricket stay with Cricket.
With my Cricket plan, everything is consistent. It's always going to be the same price. No worries.
Cricket is easy, it's affordable, customer service is top-notch. That's why I've been with them for so long.
I got my phone from Cricket and it's amazing. As a journalist, I use it for basically everything.
Great phones, great deals. Now that's a story. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
If you savor every saucy bite of your McRib like it's your last, you've properly prepared for the McRib Farewell Tour. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
There is Parson, who was able to walk off the field, and you see the production on the line there. 10 rushing touchdowns, second most in the league. He also has a receiving touchdown, 11 for him, 8 for the rest of the team. So that is the production over on the trading table right now. As Hawaii faces a 3rd down and 1, Michelle Bryant-Lele has come into the game at running back. Nick Senecal goes in motion. This is Bryant-Lele. And he gets the first down. And, you know, talking to Timmy Chang and Ian Shoemaker, this offensive line, such a big part of who this team has been this year.
Yeah, they have, I think they're in the top 10 in terms of most starts as the veteran group that just really gets it done. And they really push hard and demand, Coach, hey, come through us, go through us, run the ball, let us handle it, especially when they're getting pushed and getting some momentum.
They're second in the league in sack prevention, just over 1 per game. And it's a senior-laden group that's been productive, but a rare mistake for Elm Manning, who jumped early.
Yeah, as soon as I say veteran group, you know, you get a guy excited to jump off and fire
Number
off.
75, 5-yard penalty.
I'd say that was a run play.
You think so?
Here he is right here, just firing off. Ooh, clearly it was a run.
Johnny Hudson, like, not yet, man. Elm Manning making his 57th career start here today for Hawaii. Jordan Murray, the man that went in motion there, attached. And now Shager's going to throw it to him, but there's the first big play of the game for David Perales, who got the deflection.
And that was 99. A massive play because Jordan Murray was wide open right there.
Perales, 7.5 sacks entered play this weekend, tied for second in the nation.
You see Jordan coming across, and a great job right there, getting one hand up. And you saw there's nothing but green grass right there. He would have been out of here for a big game.
And now it's second down and 15. Shager lets it go. Intercepted into the hands of the former Red Bull Warrior, Cam Lockridge.
No way.
Who takes it back against his former team for the Fresno State touchdown.
That's how you come back home.
How about that?
I'm sorry, but I'm keeping that football. Yeah, his feet are settled. Just get it to him. Overthrew him. Great job being in the right spot at the right time.
Montano on for the point after.
I think Cam can sit down for the rest of the day.
He's feeling good, huh? Fresno State forced 5 turnovers last week in the win over San Diego State. And they've got their first of the day. The former Hawaii man is now a Fresno State man. The first man in the end zone tonight.
Dude, you coming? Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max gels with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. With Alka-Seltzer Plus. Also tried for fast sinus and pain relief.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. That's why we give you both. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house at our Los Angeles headquarters. Clean, modern watches crafted with top-tier materials. Our rapidly growing movement community has decided that style shouldn't break the bank. And we agree. So join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Sure, you'll teach her to drive a car. Then use Greenlight and teach her to save up for her own car. Mowing lawns and getting paid. Navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Online personal styling. What's that?
That's Stitch Fix.
And how can you help me?
We do the shopping for you.
How do you know what I like? And what fits?
You tell us your size, budget, and style.
Wait, is it a subscription?
No commitment required here.
And I only pay for what I keep?
Yep.
I live in denim. Can you send me jeans?
We've got you.
What about shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Style for me? For me? For me? For me.
Always. We'll pick the clothes. You enjoy the great fit. Stitch Fix.
With Circle, your water is deliciously flavored at the turn of a dial with 0 sugar and 0 calories. And Circle has over 40 flavors, so your water can be as unique as you are. Try Circle at drinkcircle.com.
November 13, an iconic showdown.
A rivalry reborn. Cowboys, Packers, November 13th on Fox.
Well, there's the man of the moment, Cam Lockridge from Tampa, Florida. It started at Reedley College here in the Central Valley, then went off to Hawaii, and then transferred to Fresno State this year, and an interception return for a touchdown moments ago against his former team. You asked Jeff Tedford this week, you're going to talk to Cam before the game just to make sure his emotions are in check.
And what did he say? He said, oh yeah,
that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I should talk to him.
And I guess we know that whatever he said, Cam Lockridge locked in. A touchback as Hawaii comes back out.
So right here on the interception, this is interesting. They're in an inverted cover 2. You're going to see this safety drop back, and you see Cam Lockridge right here on the play. He's going to get into his drop, and the biggest thing with him, he's in his drop, and he's spying on the QB, playing zone coverage, and as soon as the QB lets the ball go, he's in the right spot at the right time, takes it to the crib. That is so cool, man. That's what it is. They say catch the ones that are thrown to you. If you just do your job, get to the right spot, good things will happen.
And so it's a 10-0 Fresno State lead. Still no Dedrick Parson on the field for Hawaii. So this is Tylan Hines, who keeps churning forward. He gets just a little more than 4 yards on first down. DeMarcus Johnson there for the tackle. Remember Dedrick Parson, the bell cow for Hawaii, had to get helped off. He walked off on his own, but play had to get stopped for him as he limped off a bit on the last drive. Fresno State bringing a little pressure, and that is too long for Dior Scott, who's been the primary target for Shager today. Shager's interception on the last drive, just his third, including tonight in the last 7 games. And now third down at 6.
Yeah, you can see now that they're getting to a different part of their playbook. You know, they can't do a lot of things that they could do with Dedrick Parsons in. So right now they're mixing in the 2 running backs and see what they can get.
Bryant Lele has come in for Hines, standing beside Shager here on third down. Shager steps up, and that is through the hands of Dior Scott. Coverage from Maurice Norris, but that looked like it was put on the spot.
Yeah, you got to make those tough catches, especially on third down. You got to help your quarterback out. He's coming here, just a nice glance. You're going to get hit. That's big boy football. You got to make that catch. Don't close your eyes. Make that play.
Now Matthew Shipley is on to punt. Shipley handles the kicking, field goal, PAT, and punting duties. And the very dangerous Nico Remigio is back deep for Fresno State, the all-purpose yards leader in the Mountain West so far this season. Good hang time, and Remigio is actually going to watch that land over to Mims. Or pardon me, Pope. That was Zane Pope who brought that in.
That's exactly why they have 2 returners back there, just in case they do not kick it to the man, because I would not kick it to him at all.
Remigio was doing the fake out, but that ball had some good hang time. There's Pope.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Zane Pope is everywhere. I love. That's the beauty of this receiver core, is that these guys, they know all the positions and they're interchangeable. So that's what also makes them super dangerous.
We've not seen Jalen Moreno Cropper, who's also very productive, targeted yet today. He's lined up at the bottom. And here's Mims feeding one of Fresno State's top 10 producing backs. And meanwhile, we go back to Zane Pope. Last week, 10 catches for 143 yards. He had a touchdown, he had a 2-point conversion, and he had the big onside kick recovery.
Yeah, and his playing style, he plays really strong. He had a couple jump balls last week. You see that 10 catches, 143. He went absolutely bonkers in the game last week in their win.
Second down at 7 as Pope now motions to the top. Hainer looking that way, and he gets it down to Remigio, and he just moves immediately upfield for the first down. 14 yards on that pickup. And Hainer wants to move.
You see them getting right back to the line, taking advantage of this inexperienced team right here.
The chain's just getting set as Fresno State snaps it. Hainer, all the time in the world to find Remigio again, who gets loose across midfield and down to the 29-yard line. Pick up a 35 for the Bulldogs.
You're going to see Remigio come right across your screen. A good RPO, but deep down the field, wide open. Everyone's looking at the run action and not seeing Remigio.
Remigio scored the game-winning touchdown last week. The Bulldogs had a 1.3% win probability when they trailed by 11 with just over a minute left and scored 15 points in 13 seconds to come back and win here. And it was a week of people promising they won't leave a game early again here in Fresno. Hainer. There's Mims, and it is Manuma who comes over to break it up. Jordan Mims, who's one of the best pass-catching running backs in the country. He's third in the nation among running backs in receiving yards, but Manuma was there to make the play.
Yeah, I'll take that matchup all day. Give me a DB on a running back. Great play by Peter Manuma. You see the hair long, like his idol Palomalu. That's tough. I played with a lineman who had dreadlocks, and his dreads got ripped out one game. That's if I cut my hair.
So you cut your hair?
Absolutely.
You didn't mention that story to Peter when we talked to him yesterday. There is Magdalena with his second catch of the year and still won't go down. You know, Logan Taylor and Manuma, those are two emotional guys, and they came to fight today, didn't they?
They did, yeah. Logan Taylor and Manuma, they're both very, very vocal communicators and leaders. That's what you need to be on this defense.
Flag down. The officials talking about this.
We gotta get the refs some pads, I'll tell you.
Let's see what this discussion is. Hawaii's had a couple offensive penalties on their last drive. That preceded the Fresno State pick
There
six.
is no foul for blindside block. Second down, Fresno.
All right. Pick it up. We never get mad at that. Here's what Hawaii's defense has done here recently. They've not allowed a passing touchdown since the San Diego State game almost a month ago.
Yeah, Logan Taylor has been a bright spot for this defense, filling in, and not just filling in, but taking over. Been all over the place, making tons of tackles, and being a vocal leader for this team. He's been really, really a big bright spot for this defense.
Elijah Gilliam has appeared for the first time, the short yardage back. He's to Hainer's left. He's going to lead block for Mims, who's going to take it around the edge and score a Fresno State touchdown. First offensive touchdown of the night for the Bulldogs. And for Mims, that's his team high 10th.
Yeah, right there you see a good seal and a nice lead by Elijah Gilliam coming out there, kicking him right out, and a great read by the running back Jordan Mims. Man, oh man.
Mims has to feel good, Will. Last week he had 32 rushing yards. That was it on 13 carries. He's almost doubled that number now, 60 yards on the ground as the Dogs have fed Mims. Point after good, and it's 17-0 Fresno State. We enjoyed talking to Jeff Tedford about Mims. He had an interesting phrase he used for him. He said he's a humble leader. There are a lot of guys on this offense that deserve the ball, and Mims doesn't demand it, but when he gets it, he's productive and ready.
Yeah, I mean, he's been super consistent, constant for this team. Anything you need. You saw him go out there for a deep pass. Obviously, they didn't connect, but boom, you get down to the red zone, feed him the rock. He's going to punch in the end zone. I mentioned earlier, when you're not able to solidify the edge, you have absolute no chance. In this case, again, they kicked him out. No edge, no chance.
4 straight games with a touchdown for Mims. Keep the head warm. And this is a scary place for Hawaii to be, down 17 to a Fresno State offense that is very explosive. Jalen Purdue back deep. Dylan Lynch to kick it away again. He's had a busy first quarter. And another touchback. Well, it's been a tale of 2 seasons so far for the Bulldogs. Look at the first 5 games. 1-4. That lone win came against FCS Cal Poly. They were scoring under 24 points per game. Maybe not quite as explosive as they've hoped. Hayner got hurt. Logan Fife held down the fort. Won a couple of games. Hayner returned last week. The Dogs have averaged about a touchdown more per game and have won 3 straight.
Yeah, the biggest thing for them is as soon as they're efficient on offense, they play lights out. So you saw that big jump in what they're able to do offensively. You know, affecting, getting everybody involved.
Tylan Hines remains in the game at running back, and this is Shager's second carry of the day. And there came Evan Williams downhill to lay the blow.
Look, you want to put your quarterback out there. It's fair game. It's fair game. Oh, look at this right there. Coming through. This, by the way, I'm not mad at this play. However, there's a dangerous man back there playing safety. His name is Evan Williams. Boom. Perfect hit. Head to the side. Wrap up. Let him go. That is how you do it right there.
Well, we talk about the hair for Manuma, loving Polomalu. 32, the number for Evan Williams, his favorite player, Honey Badger. Here comes pressure and the sack from last week's hero, Carlton Johnson, who debuted after a preseason injury last week with a game-sealing interception, and now the sack.
Yeah, right now they smell blood on the water, and they're sending the heat. You see him coming off the edge. And this is where you're missing Dedrick Parsons is in the protection. Right now that he's out, they're taking advantage of the young freshman running back trying to protect his quarterback.
3rd down and 10. Bryant Lillay has come into the game at running back to try and pick up pressure. He does. Shager with time, and he's got the first down to Caleb Phillips. Second catch of the night for the tight end. What a big-time play after getting hit on back-to-back plays by Shager. A 15-yard pickup.
Outstanding job by the lineman picking up the blitz right there, giving him time to step up and throw this ball. That is why they would execute that 3rd down.
Timmy Chang told us the same thing in part about Shager that he said about Hayner the first time he saw him. Chang was the assistant coach at Nevada, and he said we kept hitting him and he kept popping up. So a big response from Shager, and that'll be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd down and about 5 coming up for Hawaii as they try to claw back into this game. Big plays from the Bulldogs, and after 1 quarter in the Central Valley, it's 17-0 Fresno State.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. And by switching, you could even save $652. Thank you, Liberty Mutual. Now, contestants ready? Go!
Oh my goodness. No. Why?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Well, we made it through another Halloween without getting eaten. And this year was a close one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ooh, you feel that chill?
I don't feel anything. This can't be good.
With unrivaled landscapes that provide a quality of life unlike any in the country, you'll find us immersed at the peak of nature's splendor through a gateway of opportunity which leads to academic and personal growth that is beyond compare. Our students learn at the peak of achievement, and as our more than 5,000 student athletes take the field of play with unequaled passion, you'll find us performing at the peak of competition. The Mountain West is at the peak.
Oh, hey, it's the Donovans. You know, legend has it, the Donovans had a barbecue that fed half a town.
You know what I heard? They drove cross country just to walk their dog.
Apparently, they climbed a mountain to save some wild horses. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Toyota, let's go places.
How do I do it all?
with a little help. And to support my family's immune health, I choose Airborne. Unlike some others, Airborne gives you vitamin C and so much more. It's an 8-in-1 immune support formula. Airborne, do more.
It's your boy, Biggie!
That is Reggie Bush, dressed up as a Wendy's biggie bag.
Fries!
Nuggets!
There it is! Drinks! No, not the drinks, man.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's $5 biggie bag.
Is the U.S. to win the World Cup. This is the team that's going to make a run. All we have to do is believe. You see this?
There's more.
I believe.
Start of the second quarter on a fun night here in the Central Valley. Fresno State with a 17-0 lead.
I like Journey.
They got the lights down.
They had the lights down.
Like, don't stop believing. Up 17-0.
Don't stop believing, Hawaii.
This has been unusual. Hawaii has not given up first quarter points, and Fresno State has been giving up first quarter points. We'll see if Hawaii can turn the tide here with Tylen Hines, who with a chunk gets a first down before Phoenix Jackson finally makes the stop. Pick up a 9. And now Hawaii wants to move.
Brought down by Phoenix Jackson.
Oh, this is what there was. Will was somewhere out there with his cell phone. Here's Hines again. Boy, he is as advertised, isn't he?
Yeah, he has an unbelievable first step. Get him the ball. Get right upfield. You see the switch now. The running backs are switching out. Now, if I was a defender, this would let me know there's a good chance they might throw the ball here.
Michelle Bryant-Lillay has come back in.
I've been going to this formation a lot with this tight end in the sniffer position.
They've thrown to him twice. Heat from Perales. And Shager's able to run away from him to at least make it no gain. Well, this is where things stand coming into this moment in time. Fresno State with the big win over San Diego State last week. And what's been critical for the Bulldogs as you look at the West Division standings, which Fresno State was picked in the preseason win, they have the head-to-head win over San Jose State a few weeks ago. So they have that tiebreaker. They control their destiny to the Mountain West title game.
Again, you see him in that sniff position, keeping that tight end.
Pressure coming. Shager backs away from it and a little behind Zion Bowens. And it's now third down.
Yeah, again, just miss hits that. I mean, it's a little behind. You're still going to make that catch, right? These receivers going to help this quarterback out. He's putting the ball there. I understand some are overthrown. Some may be behind or in front, but got to help him out. We got a key third down here right now. Got to get this.
Hines come back into the game.
You see they're bringing Jordan Murray here in the slot. I expect some action right there. Give it to him. Trying to get that third down in the middle of the field.
He's a big target at 6'5". Instead, it's Hines, and he's got some space, but he can't get away from Langley. And it's now fourth down. This is right in field goal range, but it looks like.
Yeah, you got to go for this. Got to go. You're down 17-zip. Can't get the ball back. You're not getting any stops, you know, on defense. So let's go ahead and try to make something happen here.
Fourth down and 5. The guy you circled a moment ago, Jordan Murray.
Yeah, he's back here in the slot. Again, you can find some mismatch opportunities there. They bring it
Here comes Heat, and a miscommunication, but he was looking for your guy Murray right there.
Almost another one by Cam.
Lavelle Bailey came on the blitz, and it's a stop for Fresno State, a turnover on downs for Hawaii. Bailey untouched, and Fresno State takes over.
Dude, you coming?
Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. With Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold and Flu Relief. Also try for Fizzy Fast Cough Relief.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. That's more mini vacations, a lot more lattes, more date nights. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. That's more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Visit inflationbuster.com to get started.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. That's why we give you both. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house at our Los Angeles headquarters. Clean, modern watches crafted with top-tier materials. Our rapidly growing movement community has decided that style shouldn't break the bank. And we agree. So join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Why do nearly 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com to mail and ship? Stamps.com is convenient. You get the services of the post office right on your computer. Stamps.com saves you money with great rates from USPS and UPS. Mail letters, ship packages, anytime, anywhere, for less. A lot less. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/TV and get started today.
If you watch football on TV, you need Fubo TV. The most college football you can get without cable. Stream up to 4 games at once with multi-view. Try free at FuboTV.com.
It's supposed to be a good luck charm, but a chandelier fell on me. Doesn't that sound like a curse?
First rule of a curse, they spread.
It's spreading.
911, all new Monday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Great crowd tonight in the heart of California. Fresno State leading Hawaii 17-0. Bulldogs trying to snap a 2-game Hawaii losing streak. They went in last year onto the island ranked 18th and got beat. But right now, 17-0 lead. Fresno State takes over on downs after getting the stop on 4th. And Hainer to Jalen Moreno-Cropper, his first catch of the game. And for Moreno-Cropper, it's his 32nd straight game with a reception. This is Fresno State's last drive, Will.
Yeah, just nickel and diamond. Get into the playmakers. He has so many across the field. And we mentioned earlier, impact player, Mihio, making plays, Jordan Mims. I mean, everyone. I can't. I'm trying to get through everybody. Everyone's touching the football here.
Well, there's back to Remigio. You know he's circled on the scouting report, and he's been getting the ball a ton. 4 touches already in this game, and you see what Fresno State's done with its possessions. A pick 6. That was how Fresno State got its first touchdown from Cam Lockridge.
Yeah, right now the playbook is just wide open. We're just going to call what we're going to call. We're going to get the ball to where we want to get the ball to. And just keep going down the field.
Over 8 yards per play right now for Kirby Moore's offense, the offensive coordinator for the Bulldogs in his first year, the youngest in the Mountain West at 32 years old. Hainer guns it along the sideline, and it is caught by Moreno-Cropper. So just when you think, oh, Moreno-Cropper's not getting the ball, 2 catches on this possession. 14 yards on that pickup.
There they go, getting right back to the line. Again, bringing up that tempo.
Hainer had his palms up. The official's not moving quickly enough for him. Malik Sherrod with the carry. His first carry of the game. Anthony Sagapo-Lutele there to plug. The interior of this Hawaii defensive line is its strength.
One thing I like about Jake, you know, that's not talked about enough is his mobility. He does really well throwing on the run. He does really well evading the rush and creating plays. That's what you want from a quarterback. What can he do after things don't go well in this progression?
Hawaii's going to take its second time out here before this 2nd down and 8 play. So they'll talk it over on defense, and Hainer will have a 2nd and 8 ahead of him with a big lead right now in the 2nd quarter.
Dude, you coming?
Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max gels with more concentrated power, because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop Plop is Fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Also tried for fast sinus and pain relief.
Sure, you should teach him to ride a bike. Then use Greenlight and teach him how to invest in bikes. Teach him to be smart about money, and he'll go far.
Supercar! Oh, hey, Mom!
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading?
Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud.
Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers.
Visit legacybox.com.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
I ended up losing my job because of COVID. My biggest stress, I think, was not knowing how I was going to be able to afford my medication. I went to the pharmacist and I asked her if there was anything that she could help me with. And she's like, I already got it. Don't worry about it. Here's GoodRx. It was a huge chunk of change, like a good 75% that I ended up saving. I was like jumping up and down. Yay! I just couldn't be more grateful.
So I had to quit college to help my mom, but I never wanted to quit my dream of a career in IT.
On Coursera, you can earn Google's IT Support Professional Certificate. No prior experience needed to enroll.
My job now is amazing.
Join for free at Coursera.org.
Rose Lavelle leads the U.S. women's national team. Go, U.S. against superpower Germany. USA, Germany, Thursday at 7 Eastern on FS1.
In just 2 weeks, the biggest sporting event in the world kicks off as Christian Pulisic leads the U.S. men's national team as they return to the World Cup stage for the first time in 8 years. The FIFA World Cup starts November 20th on Fox and FS1. You were just in London, Will. People feeling it?
I was hanging out there, checking out some Watford matches, you know, Premier League. I love their football.
Second down and 8 here in American football.
Got some zone here.
Hayner. And there's Moreno Cropper's third catch of the possession. And he's just shy of the line to gain. Jojo Forrest kept him shy. Third down and less than a yard.
Great back, spread him out. Let's run the ball.
Hayner gets it to Josh Kelly. And he finds first down yardage.
Yeah, they're really making this defense think, work. They're making them adjust, trying to find where they're lining up. This is really challenging, especially when right now this offense is rolling.
I said 8.4 yards per play a moment ago. It's up now to almost 10 yards per completion and 8 yards per play for the Bulldogs.
Now they bring in Josh Kelly, another guy who can make plays for this offense.
Kelly at the top with Remigio in the slot. And Malik Sherrod with the carry. And he's pulled down by Blessman Ta'ala, the Iron Man who hasn't missed a game in 4 years along this Hawaii defense. Here is Sherrod again, and that time he almost spins out, but Ta'ala able to hang on to the ankle, and it's now third down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
See, as a defensive back, this is what's so unfair is you can just, on offense, you can just roll in receivers, right? They just sub 4 receivers out to get fresh bodies in. As a defensive back, you got to stand there and you got to fight to the death. It's so unfair, man.
Hayner's already completed balls to 5 different players tonight.
This is Mims territory.
He's in the backfield beside Hayner on third down. Hayner wants to throw, and that is behind Moreno Cropper. That's the first incompletion for Hayner on this drive after he'd hit his first 5 throws. And out 4th and 5, and it looks like the offense is staying out.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, things are going well for you. Options are open.
One thing Kirby Moore told us last week, they were trying to ground and pound. Once they spread things out, they felt like the offense really got going. Spread out here on 4th down.
So you got Remigio right there. You got 2 guys in the slot, possibly clearing out. This is where they've been dangerous with Remigio.
So why bring in pressure? With the play clock winding down at 3 and then 2, Fresno State's going to take a timeout, and perhaps they never intended to go
for their first charge timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
We'll see if you think they'll still go for it coming out of this timeout. We'll see in a moment. Take a look at what's been going on around the Mountain West so far today. Utah State beat New Mexico. Air Force, a 13-7 win.
I know that grass is destroyed.
San Diego State coming off the dramatic loss last week. UNLV got off to such a hot start this year, but that is a 14-10 final in favor of the Aztecs. And San Jose State and Colorado State. San Jose State will meet San Diego State next week. That game's 7-7 right now. You saw a dramatic finish there. BYU on the road beating Boise State. Take a look at what's coming up on the State Farm halftime show. Mike Hill and Chris Peterson, who coached a lot of games here at this stadium. Highlights of Tennessee and Georgia, plus Oregon and Colorado, and Texas Tech and TCU with big noon reaction from Fort Worth. So Jeff Tedford's offense stays on the field after the timeout on 4th down and 5.
Got possible pressure coming here. You see the guys lining up in the A gaps. 2 guys here lining up in the A gaps.
And they come, plus a safety as Hainer lets it go, and he beats the blitz with Zane Pope, a first down. The heat was on.
It's there, and man, that is so dangerous to do that. But he's been known to do that. He did it last week too. This double hitch. He must have big hands.
Because the ball doesn't slip?
It doesn't slip. Yeah, that's what Ben Roethlisberger used to do that all the time to us.
Back to the ground for Mims. Ezra Evaimalo, who was there on the stop. Mims with 7 carries in this game now.
If you noticed the communication pre-snap, that's where Jake Hainer shines. Coach Tedford was talking about him, like, just taking full command. Sometimes he'll make adjustments that coach doesn't even know, but he is that brilliant of a quarterback. So you'll see it a lot throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, Jeff Tedford said we let him control everything at the line because we trust him. He knows what he's doing. 12th play of the drive for the Bulldogs. Hainer takes a shot to Magdalena, and he was fighting in the back of the end zone with Kaulana Mokala. And it's 3rd down. He had, it looked like, Raymond Powell's, the tight end, very close nearby, but he wanted the big shot.
Yeah, he had a couple of layers, but I think he's feeling good right now. And I mean, hey, that was a good throw. And he just fell out, and he dropped it as well, too.
Good coverage from Mokala. And now it's 3rd down. Fresno State 3 of 5 on 3rd down so far tonight.
You can see some shallow cross coming over here from this guy lined up on the edge.
That's Delana, who Hainer just threw it into the end zone towards. This time he finds Eric Brooks. First catch of the game for Brooks. Just another different target. 6th different player. Fresno State. That was a 15-yard pickup. And now it's 1st and goal.
So yeah, this just is a wide, shallow, all-goal special. You bring that guy across the middle underneath, which pulls the defenders, and he's wide open there on the other side of the field.
Hainer, quick throw, touchdown, Moreno Cropper. Everybody touching the ball for this Fresno State offense tonight.
That's what's scary. Pick a receiver, any receiver. Honestly, that was the danger coming into this.
now the point after attempt. Dylan Lynch with the point after. Second touchdown of the year for Jalen Moreno Cropper. First tonight for Haener.
How do they make Starburst taste so juicy?
I don't know. But you just asked the whole universe.
Humans are asking for juice. And we are the juice.
Starburst, unexplainably juicy.
At Homelight, we asked, could real estate be better? Yes. Our modern solutions replace stress and risk with simplicity and certainty, so you can move forward with confidence in days, not months. Start today at homelight.com.
Did I mention the Groove Belt is the best belt in the world?
It's the best belt in the world.
It's the best belt in the world. I can't stop doing it. I did? Well, did I mention you can get yours at groovelife.com? Do it.
At Safelight, we take care of vehicles with the latest technology. When my last customer discovered a crack in his car's windshield, he scheduled at safelight.com. Safelight makes it easy. We're the experts at replacing your glass and recalibrating your advanced safety system.
And they recycled my old glass. Now that's a company I can trust.
Don't wait, schedule today.
Safelight Repair, Safelight Replace.
This is Masterclass. Everything you ever wanted to do, taught by the best to ever do it. It's thousands of lessons with intimate access to Mariah, Malala, Metallica, and so many more. All for $15 a month.
Oh, for all of them? Got it.
Masterclass.
In a matter of days, it's the biggest night in politics, and the 2022 midterms live on Fox News. With the balance of power on the line, our team has up-to-the-minute results and analysis from across the nation. It's Democracy 2022 on Fox News. Your freedom, your vote.
Good phone call for Jake Haener after leading Fresno State's touchdown drive, almost a 6-minute drive, and Haener was nails. Look at what he's done. 14 of 19 tonight in the first half so far for 137 and a touchdown. And keep in mind, we go back to what we saw last week when he was fourth quarter productive, 16 of 21 last week in the fourth quarter, so he's kept it going.
Yeah, he's in a groove now, man. Let's go. We got to get a positive play here. Make some. Oh, man.
That'll be Jalen Purdue decides to bring it out. And at the 5-yard line, he gets stopped.
Now, when it rolls in like that, you can down it.
Yep.
All right, here on this last touchdown, we got an ISO with the man Cropper here. And let's roll it. This is a no-no for all defensive backs. Soon as you open up like this, you're leaving all of this area exposed right here in the middle. And boom, what happens is he just runs a quick slant. If you notice at the bottom, they just veered off. This ball was going to Cropper the whole time. They want their best player against someone else who cannot match up. Really, really outstanding job by that Fresno State offense.
Moreno Cropper leading them in catches, leading them in yards this year, but
that's their best guy. Like, why would you ISO him up like that?
Well, we haven't seen Dedrick Parson for a while, but Tylan Hines is running like the job is his.
You got to keep feeding this guy. You got to keep, especially when he's running like this. He's running enthusiastic. Keep feeding him the football. Don't get too. We got action, guys.
Dedrick Parson back in after being injured. It appeared on Hawaii's second drive. He had to walk off after he was shaken up a little bit. Spent some time on the trainer's table.
See, he goes to formation again. Tight end is off. He's either cracking back to run, or he's protected.
Evan Williams came on the blitz, and there is the first catch. No. Bowens could not hold on. And this receiving group has not helped Shager in every way so far tonight.
Especially when the game is you know, kind of getting out of hand like this. you need everything you can get. You got to make the tough catches for your quarterback. In this case, they have not been able to do that all game long.
Well, one thing that Ian Shoemaker told us was Shager, he thought when they watched the film, was more accurate than his numbers showed last week because he put some balls in the right spot. This is Parson going nowhere, swallowed up. Langley there with help from Devo Bridges. And now third down.
Yeah, I mean, just nothing in the middle. Now they're behind schedule. That's been the issue. Behind schedule, meaning they're put in these third and long situations. This is what Fresno State's defense wants.
Shager. Perales chases him down for the sack. Hawaii doesn't give up many, but just too much time for Perales and Sione Noah, the true freshman from Sacramento. And now Hawaii is 2 of 7 on third down tonight.
You see it? They just put an umbrella right in the secondary. You can roll it. Look at that. You got 3-on-1 right there. 3 guys taking over. There's nothing deep, nothing you can do. Great job by Perales.
Zane Pope and Nico Remigio back deep. And this will be Remigio with the fair catch after the punt. So 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Bulldogs appear to be rolling here at home.
November 13. An iconic showdown. Shaped by history.
The receiver did not maintain possession.
It is good. The Packers are moving on.
Fueled by passion. A rivalry reborn. Cowboys, Packers, November 13th on Fox.
Dude, you coming?
Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop Plop is Fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus cold and flu relief. Also try for Fizzy Fast cough relief.
Sure, you'll teach her to drive a car. Then use Greenlight and teach her to save up for her own car. Mowing lawns and getting paid. Navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
Water doesn't have to be boring. With over 40 delicious flavors, Circle starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times. Try Circle at drinkcircle.com.
This is Fubo TV. It's a better way to watch live news, shows, and sports without cable. Watch multiple games at once with Multiview. Try free at FuboTV.com.
My parents got an Aquasana. It filters bad stuff out of the water. Makes it taste great, so they told me to drink more water. They also said stop using so many cups.
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/hire and get started today.
24-0 Fresno State. Jake Haener, a unanimous captain on this team, Will, and maybe it's because he makes sure everybody gets the ball.
Yeah, he's big on spreading the love. When we had our meetings earlier this week, we talked about what Kyle Shanahan does for that 49ers offense. It's the same deal here. Guys are getting the football, and this is cool because when you do this, like as a receiver, if I know everyone's getting the rock, I'm going to go all out every single play. So this is cool.
Fresno State has scored on all 3 drives, 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and a defensive touchdown in this game. Elijah Gilliam has come into the game. 2 running backs, Jordan Mims to Haener's right, fumbled snap. Haener picks it up, and he's going to make at least no loss out of this play as he got hit late out of bounds, or maybe it was not late. Logan Taylor came over because, you know, Logan's motor doesn't turn off. and the officials appear to have deemed nothing inappropriate there. Fresno State sideline reacted, but Hainer, who's coming off that high ankle sprain, suffered back week 3. He's got a heavily taped ankle.
Yeah, just rolled up on him. Little extra. Logan's the nicest man in the world, but can be a little extra. That's his MO. Just a wonderful person, wonderful father, wonderful teammate, amazing man. But when he puts that helmet on, he's a different beast.
We had fun talking to the defensive coordinator, Jacob Yarrow, about that this week. There's the first catch for the tight end, Raymond Powell. So add to the list for Jake Hayner's distribution tonight. 10-yard pickup. I mentioned the production for Logan Taylor, and Jacob Yarrow told us he's the vocal guy. He gets everybody going. He's a father of 2. He wants to be a pastor. But, man, he gets down and dirty when it's time to play football.
Where he needs to be. He knows his role, time and place.
3rd down and a yard here for Fresno State. Hayner looked to the sideline, then quick snapped it and gave it to Mims. Maybe trying to deke the defense a little bit, and Mims moves the chains for Fresno State.
Yeah, right now as a defense, man, they need to find a way to just buckle down and anchor down at the same time. You know, it's this when you're in a situation where you can't do anything, it is mentally exhausted. So speaking of the leaders, they need to speak up. They need to step up and get these guys together, man.
Well, we talked about this could be the Achilles heel so far this year. Hawaii's defense is whistle stop this, allowing 6 yards per carry. That's number 12 in the Mountain West. Fresno State takes its second timeout.
30 seconds.
And right now Fresno State's actually right about at that number, 6.3 yards per carry for the Bulldogs on 12 attempts so far in this game.
Yeah, and that's been their issue earlier in the year when they were giving up tons of points. You know, coaches and players talked about guys in their run fits, guys being disciplined, guys knowing where they need to be, guys communicating. Like, especially as a defense, when you aren't able to communicate, get the right run fits, get the right gaps, it's an issue.
And you see the number there from last year to this, as you know, Hawaii had some off-season movement after previous head coach Todd Graham resigned in mid-January, and then Timmy Chang had to take over. The portal, of course, a big thing. So much change. 20 players out, 19 players in, and so the defense in the big picture is getting valuable experience, but with a team that struggles to stop the run, this Fresno State team has created a lot of problems tonight. After the Bulldog timeout, 1st and 10, right at midfield with 3:47 remaining here in the first half. It's going to be Mims through a big hole, and he's able to bend down inside the 45 for a pickup of 7 yards. Mims now nearing 70 yards tonight. He is currently 8th on Fresno State's all-time rushing list and is stalking one of the great Bulldog running backs of the last 20 years, Dwayne Wright. Josh Kelly is the receiver at the bottom, but it's back to Mims. And another first down as he stumbles down inside the 35-yard line. Maybe had a little more on that run had he not gone down. Pick up a 10.
Yeah, this is the luxury when you're able to get your receivers involved and get them productive. Now you can just do this, sit back and give the ball, because right now the box is really light. You know, we talked about Peter Manuma being involved in the run, but right now, you know, he's back there trying to defend the pass.
Now Mims is going to motion out. Hayner, 3-man rush. Looking, and he'll just step out for a loss. So that will go as the first Hawaii sack in this game.
Yeah, I think he ran Remigio on that, but he was late looking back to that side. It was covered by the time he saw it.
Just a reminder, the State Farm halftime show with Mike Hill, Chris Peterson coming up with highlights from Tennessee and Georgia, plus the Ducks in Boulder and Texas Tech and TCU with big noon kickoff reaction from Fort Worth. That's coming up on the State Farm halftime. 2nd down and 13 with Mims motion, the running back. He's at the top Hayner dumps it down to Powell's, the tight end. And Fresno State sets up a 3rd down and 6.
But this is what Fresno was doing on offense. They're able to get manageable 3rd downs. They're essentially ahead of schedule, meaning, hey, we're in a position where the playbook is larger in terms of plays we can call to get this 1st down versus Hawaii. You know, they're in a situation where they're in 3rd and long. The playbook is smaller in terms of how can we get a 1st down here. Usually when you get condensed formations, we like mesh crosses coming across the board. See if they're man-to-man. They can hit one of these shallows.
Play clock down at 5 for Hayner. And he's got Brooks for another Fresno State 1st down. Eric Brooks, the senior who's having a career year this year, and a couple of catches tonight. That was a pickup of 9. Fresno State is going to get the ball first in the 2nd half as well. Here is Malik Sherrod, who Kirby Moore told us has really come on here lately for them, has some burst in the run game. Sherrod only has 1 yard of negative rushing this year. Only once has he not gone at least neutral, if not forward. And before this 2nd down and 4, Hawaii will use its final timeout of the half.
Final timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
I mean, you see this defense walk into the sideline. These boys are exhausted with this tempo.
And that was something that Fresno State, I think Jeff Tedford had planned, right? They thought maybe they could work against Hawaii's lack of depth this year in its roster with the tempo. 2nd year for Tedford, or the 2nd term, you could say, for Tedford. 1st year of the 2nd term, but 4th year overall. Kalen DeBoer, head coach for a couple seasons in between. Had a great stint at Cal with some really explosive, prolific teams. And those teams had great running backs, as we talked to him.
They had outstanding running backs. You kidding me?
Marshawn Lynch, Shane Vereen,
Justin Forsett.
Yep, J.J. Arrington. Javed Best.
J.J. had 2 stacks. Gosh.
And really productive quarterbacks as well. There's the halftime show waiting. A big night for them.
My daughter Jade, she did a halftime show back home. It was cool. She does cheer, gymnastics.
We should have brought her on this trip.
Dude, she's getting ready for basketball. She's a well-rounded athlete.
Hayner communicating out of the timeout here before the 2nd down, changing things at the line. Escapes the pocket and on the move to the end zone. It is caught, deflected, and Brooks still brought it down. It's all going right for the Dogs tonight.
There was a scrap in the end zone, too. I don't know how he was able to get off this defensive back.
Kaulana Mokaula must have thought he just made a great play.
Yeah, because what? He actually celebrated. He said, no catch. I love that concentration.
Wow. Dylan Lynch now for the extra point.
I know the Mountain West is watching this game like, oh no.
They're awake.
We woke up the beast. We woke up the preseason favorites.
And San Diego State had its shot last week. Fresno State came back. And we talked to Jeff Tedford this week. We said, how do you, after having such a dramatic game last week, 15 points in 13 seconds to come back and win at the end of the game, how do you get your team back and locked in? And he said the message all week, and especially last night when he talked to the group, was focus is not an option.
Right.
You can't wait until Saturday morning to lock in.
Look at this. 7 different receivers in the first half. That's crazy.
18 of 23. This was the preseason offensive player of the year in the Mountain West. And he'd done a lot right against a lot of people, but not against Hawaii. He'd lost to Hawaii twice this year, this career for him. And he has changed those bad vibes tonight. $31-0.
I honestly don't know what they're talking about on that phone, because I mean, everything is going right now offensively.
Jalen Purdue is back deep to receive for Hawaii again as Lynch sends it away. They'll make him make a decision, and he's going to try and make a play. He'll go down right at the 20. Comstock with the tackle. And so now Hawaii's got no timeouts in 35 seconds. Do you try and get something down the field?
You got to go. You got to try and get something down the field. You got to do something here explosive. Get into your 2-minute offense and try to go. Get some tempo, right? Nickel and dime and get the ball to Diedrich. Well, it looks like they're going to take a knee here and just mail it in. I mean, I guess stop the bleeding is what they're trying to do. It is a gash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
They need stitches, Dermabond, all that.
Well, Hawaii's going to go talk about it. The Bulldogs feeling pretty good right now. Up 31-0 here at the half. Fresno State a minute away from losing last week. Came back, and the momentum has not broken as Timmy Chang heads to the locker room to try and find something for Hawaii to do in the second half. Well, coming up, the State Farm halftime show is just around the corner. Jay Kaner and the Bulldogs rolling right now. A 31-0 halftime lead. Mike Hill in LA with the State Farm halftime after this short break.
Out here, there's no shortage of beautiful things. But when you have the capability to go anywhere and do anything, you realize there's nothing more beautiful than freedom.
Shop and buy online with Jeep eShop. And now during the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get $1,000 bonus cash allowance, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
When you order from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
Dude, you coming? Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max gels with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop Plop is fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Also tried for fast sinus and pain relief.
Well, we made it through another Halloween without getting eaten. And this year was a close one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ooh, you feel that chill?
I don't feel anything. This can't be good.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same. But at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You saw high commission investment products, right?
Nope. Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we structure our fees so we do better when our clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Guys, there's something on the ship. There's something with us here.
What do we do?
Get to the escape pods. Go now!
Okay, I'm an alien, and I got these claws. I'm climbing the wall now.
If you're making a sci-fi movie, you need to finish the special effects.
Does that look good?
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
Guys? Uh-oh.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Is that going to be a problem?
Did I mention the Groove Belt is the best belt in the world?
It's the best belt in the world.
It's the best belt in the world.
I can't stop doing this.
Bro.
I did? Well, did I mention you can get yours at groovelife.com? Do it.
Welcome to the State Farm FS1 College Football Halftime Show. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It is halftime. Along with Chris Peterson, I'm Mike Hill in our LA studios. We'll get you back out for the second half shortly. But first, let's get you caught up on other action from around the country with our State Farm halftime highlights. And let's start down in Death Valley.
Let's do it.
Number 6 Alabama, number 10 LSU. This was a good one. Bryce Young with the team down 17-15. He does it all himself right here. Stepping up in that pocket, finds Ja'Cory Brooks, 41 yards.
That's some of his best stuff. He's like Houdini in the pocket half the time.
Alabama leading at 21-17 after missing another 2-point conversion, but Jaden Daniels doing it for LSU. Finds Mason Taylor here.
What a throw.
LSU up 24-21. Ensuing Alabama drive, 26 seconds left. Will Riker gets this 46-yard field goal, and we are going to overtime, tied at 24 after an Alabama touchdown. They went up 31-24. Daniels, first play for him in overtime, doing it himself.
Well, this is what he can do and do best. I mean, not only did he have this run, he ran for 95 yards in this game.
And how about in the first overtime, Brian Kelly decides to go for 2 in the win. Here we go, Daniels rolling out, and he finds Taylor. Touchdown.
Sprint right arrow. Everybody's got it in their playbook.
2-point conversion, I should say, is good no matter what. It is your game winner. LSU wins it 32-31 in overtime. How about number 4 Clemson, Notre Dame? DJ pulled Cade Klubnik. The freshman comes in, doesn't look good.
Can I just say this, Mike? Notre Dame showed up to play for real today.
Their defense was incredible. That led to a touchdown run. Irish up 21-0 fourth quarter. DJ Uyangale back in the game, picked off. Morrison going 96 yards. They had 2 non-offensive touchdowns in this one. Notre Dame knocking Clemson out of the ring.
Huge win for the Irish. Huge and really devastating for
At
the
least
Tigers.
out of the top 4, maybe their college football playoff hopes done. Number 1, Tennessee. Number 3, Georgia. This was supposed to be the game of the day, but this one turned out to be domination by Georgia and Stetson Bennett.
Here's Stetson beating the blitz with his feet. Beats that safety there blitzing, and now look what he does.
Stetson Bennett, Tennessee fans got his phone number somehow. Started calling him all night long the night before, and now he's doing the call.
He called him back. I love it.
Bennett. And that Georgia offense, you know, Tennessee had the big play offense coming into this one. The Dogs offense doing all the talking in this one.
Todd Monken, OC for Georgia, just doing a phenomenal job with the whole offense. Look at this throw. Favorite one of the entire day out of all football played.
Georgia's defense held the number 1 scoring offense in the nation at 13 points, 27-13. Meanwhile, Ohio State, the number 2 scoring offense in the nation, having issues against Northwestern, mainly because of the weather. So they kept it on the ground.
All day long. Got a couple big runs.
Mecca
right there. Yep.
15-yard in the round. That was their only touchdown in the first half. And then in the third quarter, Mayan Williams, he had over 100 yards rushing.
You know, when C.J. Stroud runs for more than he throws, that's not your normal Ohio State offense. But they'll take the W and move on.
9-0. Michigan, Rutgers. It was close early. 17-14. Wolverines down, actually. J.J. McCarthy to Donovan Edwards.
This is so much of Michigan ball. You know, they're going to play people tough for a while and then play some defense, get a pick, score on defense, and then grind you with that run game.
Michigan dominated after the second half, 52-17. 3 of the top 6 in the college football playoff rankings fell, including Alabama. How about LSU? How about Brian Kelly in that first overtime going for 2? What do you think of the call? Actually, it worked out, so you love it, right?
Mike, can I just tell you how much I love watching this and not having to be on those sidelines and sweat that out? I was just back at LSU 2 weeks ago, got a chance to watch them practice.
Okay.
And I was so impressed with the job that they were doing back there. You know, there's no question they're ahead of schedule. But for him, I just love how he rolled the dice at the end of the game. And I kind of say roll the dice because they were at home, and it would have been easy just to keep playing in these overtimes and maybe rely on your defense. But he said, no, I'm going to go right here with my man, my quarterback, Jaden Daniels, who's just playing great, running, throwing, and in it. And he does.
How about LSU in Brian Kelly's first season, 72, still in the top 10? I mean, you're looking good.
I mean, the craziness that went on today, they might not be out of the hunt.
Anything is possible these days. Once again, 3 of the top 6 losing in the college football playoff rankings. That could bode well for the Pac-12 teams, including teams like Oregon. We'll get into that in just a second. Meanwhile, number 7 TCU, the lowest ranked unbeaten team in the college football playoff rankings. So they came into this weekend looking to make a statement on the field. And it wasn't until the fourth quarter that they made that statement, because Quentin Johnson went down early in this game, their big play receiver, but they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, led by Kendre Miller, who did it on the ground.
Yeah, his fourth straight game with over 100 yards. You know, the thing about TCU is they can really run the ball. Duggan got going late. This is a strike, great anticipation. Fourth quarter, he had 2 touchdowns, and that's what champions do. They're gonna win it in the fourth quarter.
They improved to 9-0. They got Texas next. Texas playing Kansas State. Kansas State coming off that big win against Oklahoma State, but Texas in the run game getting it done. But Quinn Ewers right there to Xavier Worthy making it 21-10. They led by 21 points. Adrian Martinez and the boys came back in the second half, but Texas getting the big turnover when it mattered the most.
Huge road win for Coach Sarkisian and company.
And they win at 34-27. How about Oregon? Colorado? How about Bo Nix doing it all?
It's been a long time since Oregon hasn't looked spectacular.
Yep, since that first game of the season.
They do everything right.
Seems like a long time ago, but once again, Nix, when I said doing it all, he did it all. He threw the ball, he ran the ball, he caught the ball and ran the ball. Ducks win it 49-10. Utah, number 14 team in the nation, taking on Arizona, and it's Nate Johnson.
Nate Johnson doing some work here early in the game. Tell you what, Salt Lake's a tough place to play anyone.
And then Johnson once again with the 9-yard score, and Utah wins it 45-20. Let's go back to the college football playoff rankings. Oregon should be one of those teams, along with TCU in the Big 12, that should benefit from these teams losing in today's ball games.
100%. I think the more chaos that can be created out of all this stuff, as long as TCU, Oregon, USC, UCLA keep winning, that is good for those programs and those conferences, without question.
We still got a lot of football left to go in this college football season. We'll see what it shakes out to be and how it shakes out, because that's why we're here, right?
It is going to be wild. That's all I know. I mean, again, I kind of, as an old coach, get a little frustrated when we're ranking everything in all these months. But when you get into November, everything just changes. Everything's heightened. Plus, it's been such a long season. And I know how teams can change. You know, they've been in a rhythm, been striking hot. Guys get worn out. It's a long season. Guys get injured. There's midterms. There's girlfriend issues. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. And it changes teams. And then you see some of these super emotional games. That's going to have an effect on both teams down the road.
And if you look at Oregon, you know, I mean, they still got, if they win out, they continue to win, maybe they play a team like a USC or a UCLA in the Pac-12 title game, which would benefit them getting into the college football playoff rankings.
I will say this,
Top 4.
and Oregon knows this. If Oregon's already looking to that game, that's going to be a problem. They got a huge one next week at home with the University of Washington coming in, and that's always a good game. So you got to just stay and live 1 week at a time. See, everybody wants to push you into the championship game, into the playoffs, and I'm telling you, the teams that can't stay week to week, day to day, are going to lose.
As we found out today, anything can happen when the pressure and everything is on the line. All right, that is all for now. Second half is coming up.
We found a movement because we believe you shouldn't have to choose between a great watch and a fair price. That's why we give you both. Our watches are uniquely designed in-house at our Los Angeles headquarters. Clean, modern watches crafted with top-tier materials. Our rapidly growing movement community has decided that style shouldn't break the bank. And we agree. So join the movement now at mvmt.com.
Sure, you should teach him to ride a bike. Then use Greenlight and teach him how to invest in bikes. Teach him to be smart about money, and he'll go far.
Super far! Oh, hey, Mom!
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Why do nearly 1 million businesses choose Stamps.com to mail and ship? Stamps.com is convenient. You get the services of the post office right on your computer. Stamps.com saves you money with great rates from USPS and UPS. Mail letters, ship packages, anytime, anywhere, for less. A lot less. Get our special TV offer, a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to stamps.com/TV and get started today.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading?
Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
The University of Hawaii at Manoa will give you the tools to follow your dreams, to create change and cultivate growth, to transform through innovative research, making a difference locally and globally. Eia ke kahua. It starts here. Go to takemetomanoa.org today.
Toys R Us is now open at all Macy's stores. Find the season's hottest toys and everything on their wish list. Toys R Us, now playing at Macy's. It's Macy's Veterans Day sale with our lowest prices of the season, like the Jolene Sectional, $12.99, and Hosting Essentials, 20 to 40% off. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying mattress purchase. Now at Macy's.
Hope you like it, Uncle Chris.
Negative.
He hardly ever gushes like that.
Here at Fresno, a 31-0 halftime lead. Jake Hader with a couple of passing touchdowns, including this play to Eric Brooks. Great concentration for the score. Fresno State will have the ball first in the second half. More coming up. It's Fox College Football After Dark.
The World Cup has moved to the holidays.
Oh my gooseberries, this is going to make everything wonderful. We're going to need lots of sweaters.
Isn't he getting kind of old?
3,000 more Mbappé!
But just think of the lights. And the U.S. winning it all. A Christmas miracle.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are
Mighty!
annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Woo! Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut-rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Junk sleep got you all jumbled up? During Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king bed for the price of a queen and save up to $700 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base, only at Mattress Firm.
Show the world what it means to be a fan at Fanatics.com. The largest assortment of officially licensed college fan gear from more than 500 colleges. Shop now and get today's special offer. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business, he relied on freshness, quality, variety, and service. We still deliver the freshest nuts, dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families all around the country. Nuts.com. Enjoy free shipping on your first order.
If you watch football on TV, you need Fubo TV. The most college football you can get without cable. Stream up to 4 games at once with Multiview. Try free at FuboTV.com.
Tony and Armand have been accused of being rats.
This time the deal will be made on my terms.
The Cleaning Lady, all new Monday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Sunday, it's the dawning of a new era when the NFL debuts in Germany, live on NFL Network. Brady and the Bucks.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
DK and the Seahawks.
Puts the ball up, making the catch!
Wake up and watch with the world. It's Sunday Morning Football, live from Munich. Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network. Sunday, it's the dawning of a new era when the NFL debuts in Germany, live on NFL Network. Brady and the Bucks.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
DK and the Seahawks.
Puts the ball up, making the catch!
Wake up and watch with the world. It's Sunday Morning Football, live from Munich. Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Get ready for the second half here in Fresno. The Bulldogs will get the football first, and right now leading Hawaii 31-0. We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Will Blackman, Guy Haberman. Jake Haener came back last week and led a dramatic comeback. And he's just kept it rolling, man. He is putting everybody on notice.
Yeah, he is absolutely in the groove right now. He has the luxury of throwing to all these receivers, giving to all these running backs. The beautiful thing with him is just on the move, just his accuracy, getting the protection. You know, I think the one sack he ran out of bounds, I think it was. And, yeah, it's unbelievable. And what they're doing offensively, like, they are for real putting the Mountain West on notice. Everyone be terrified. I know we're only in a half, but everyone still be terrified.
7 different receivers have caught a pass from Jake Haener so far in this game. You look at the first half stats. Bulldogs have converted in the red zone. They also have a defensive touchdown, a pick 6 on Hawaii's second possession. 178 passing yards for Jake Haener. Will, you go back to his explosive fourth quarter last week against Wyoming, and the last 3 quarters for Haener, 77%, 34 completions in 44 attempts, 340 yards in the last 3 quarters to go with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they're mixing it up a lot with, first of all, they're going tempo, right? They're going formations. They're doing tons of personnel changes. You know, the problem is when they go personnel changes, Hawaii still has the same defense on the field. You get new, I mentioned earlier, you get new groups of receivers. It's exhausting for a defense when you can't sell.
Well, last week, look, this is what happened. Fresno State trailed 28-17 with just over a minute left against San Diego State, and then they scored a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, recovered an onside kick. The first play after the onside kick was a Nico Remigio house call touchdown, and then after the successful PAT to take the lead, an interception to seal it at the very end. The win probability for the Dogs, 1.3%. At one point, they trailed by 18 points, and they were just 3 seconds shy of the NCAA record for the quickest 15 points in college football history, which, how do you do it quicker than 13 seconds? Utah once did it in 10 seconds. Fresno State won the toss to start the game and deferred, and so now, as they're marching and marching and marching, they're going to start the second half with the football. And Remigio's going to let that fly. And Jake Haener is coming back out for half number 2. Bulldogs 4 possessions in the first half, 4 scores, a field goal, and then 3 straight offensive touchdowns. Jordan Mims, who had a very good first half as well, the running back, averaged 8.5 yards per carry, so it wasn't just the pass game.
It wasn't just the pass game. It was absolutely incredible blocking for running and passing the ball, and Jordan Mims just getting it done.
Moreno, Cropper, Kelly, and Remigio, the backs. And this is Mims, who powers his way forward, picks up where he left off, and with that carry, Mims moves into 7th place all-time on Fresno State's career rushing list, passing Dwayne Wright. Second down. Mims again. And he's going to be right at the line. This looks like it should be a first down. Hugh Nelson was there to hit him. And Mims makes you hit him.
Yeah, I mean, they keep going to the left side. They're either bringing a fullback, they're bringing both guards or a tackle, somebody to that side. You know, they got to protect the edge. Got to shut it down and force it back inside. They go bully ball, then they just spread guys out like this.
Jake Baust, the tight end, has been primarily a blocker in this game so far today, is the man that just went in motion. And he'll create some space for Mims, who churns forward for 3 more yards. Well, Hawaii won last year in Hawaii with the Bulldogs in ranked 18th. Hawaii entered play today, having won the last 2 meetings between these two. And maybe that contributed to the fact that Fresno State did not, in that first half, overlook the Rainbow Warriors.
So you got 3-on-2 down here.
Hayner. There is Kelly wide open. Defender went down, and Josh Kelly across midfield. Manuma finally with the hit, but not before Kelly gets inside the Hawaii 40, 35-yard line.
Again, you see great protection. Can do whatever he wants. Guys just run over the middle of the field, sitting down in the zone. First down. Fresno.
16 first downs for the Bulldogs in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, again, the playbook's wide open. It's whatever they want to do.
See the communication at the line for the Bulldogs. Hayner wanted Kelly, somehow evaded the sack once and twice and gets positive yards. It keeps going before he finally goes down. Snuck out of 2 sure tackles, it looked like, and a pickup of 7. Kahaha Welch, the first man to miss, and then Iwai Malo, the second.
I mean, he had plenty of time, you know, just fought through, and then again, this is what he does. This is what people don't really talk about. Again, is his mobility, his ability to evade the sack and create plays downfield.
Second down as he gives back to Mims into the teeth of that Hawaii defense. And, you know, Hayner's doing it all with that heavy exterior brace. You can see that there on the right ankle, the high ankle sprain suffered against USC back in week 3. And he returned last week. And, you know, everybody you talk to around the Fresno State program says the one thing that nobody doubts about Jake Hayner, how serious he is, the rehab process, doing everything and anything he could to get back as quickly as possible here in his senior season. Seven on the play clock as they snap it to Mims, and Mims steps through a couple tackles and gets down to the 15-yard line. Manuma unable to make the stop. A 15-yard pickup.
Your Manuma came in the gap, but he just put his head down. You got to see what you hit.
Chains just getting set. Fresno State really tests the speed of that sideline crew. That time Logan Taylor up to make the hit.
I mean, sometimes when a game is long and it's tough like this, you end up doing things that are uncharacteristic. You're like, man, I need to find a way to make a play, do something extra above and beyond. But Hawaii, they just need to get back to the details. Stay disciplined. Again, run fits. Trust it. I showed the play earlier with Cam Lockledge, who just did his job, and the football hit him right in the chest. My very first interception hit me. I don't know what I was doing. It hit me right in the chest because I was in the right spot.
Was it a pick six?
No, I just caught it. I was in disbelief.
That's good enough. Hayner, nice one-handed catch there from Pope, who puts the shoulder down. And this will bring up a third down and short for Fresno State. For Pope, it's his 4th catch today. And 4th trip into the red zone for Fresno State.
Again, nice little rollout, sprint on pass, tons of blocking, putting bodies on the ground. That's what they've been doing all day. These tight ends, these fullbacks, these linemen, they've just been physical, beating them up. That's why they're able to do things on the perimeter. It's because right there up front, offensive line, fullbacks and tight ends doing a great job.
2 tight ends in the game now, Baust and Powles, and there is Sherrod. And he gets stopped, and it's now 4th down and 1. John Tuitupo, the senior. And here comes the kick team. Dylan Lynch is on for the field goal. 25-yard attempt for Lynch. Montano had the first field goal. We've seen a lot of Lynch here as this game is worn on the PATs. And he's got it. So Fresno State comes out of the locker room, gets the ball first, and puts points on the board.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go!
Oh my goodness.
No! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Well, we made it through another Halloween without getting eaten. And this year was a close one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ooh, you feel that chill?
I don't feel anything. This can't be good.
Need arch support, but orthotics make your shoes too tight? Now there's CopperFit Arch Relief Plus, the revolutionary adjustable orthotic arch supports that form fit to your feet, not your shoes, so you can comfortably wear them in any shoes.
Every shoe that I have, it makes a difference in. Whether I'm barefoot, wearing flip-flops, basketball shoes, running shoes.
A copper-infused adjustable compression band with a built-in semi-rigid orthotic arch support for support and pain relief exactly where you need it, whenever you want it. So thin, so comfortable for plantar fasciitis, fallen arches, flat feet.
I feel a huge difference. It fits perfectly right where there's pressure on my feet.
The fast, easy way to get foot relief, guaranteed or your money back. Order now at archreliefplus.com in your choice of black or nude color. Or call 1-800-887-1357.
Doesn't matter what you're wearing. This fits your foot fits your shoes. That's it.
Arch Relief Plus, only from CopperFit.
Renovating an RV like me, the last thing you want to have to deal with is going to buy something you need and not having enough money for it. With our Chime Spending account, we can get our paychecks up to 2 days early with direct deposit, so I get to focus on the fun stuff.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Is it natural? Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the all-time best. Can he be the man and raise the guys all around him?
Dan Campbell and the Lions. There's an energy there that he's brought to that town.
It is so hard not to root for them.
The NFL, Sunday on Fox.
Plenty to cheer about for Bulldog faithful tonight. Fresno State trying to make it 4 wins in a row and look to be on their way to doing that and to get over 500. 34-0 leading Hawaii. As Purdue is back deep. He's tried to make plays the last couple times on kickoff return. There's Dylan Lynch, one of 2 of Fresno State's left-footed kickers, will send it away. And Senecal will fair catch it, and Hawaii will take over at the 25. Tomorrow on Fox, a full slate of NFL action highlighted by Seahawks and Cardinals. Check for the game in your area. Then, November 13th, it's one of the games of the year in the NFL as historic rivals square off in Lambeau when the Cowboys take on the Packers, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I have like 10 TVs and 8 computers on watching these games. I'm dialed in.
And you know what it's like to play there. Here is Dedrick Parson at Lambeau Field. The former Packer that you are.
That I am.
Will Blackman, there you are. What is a Lambeau leap like?
You know what, so I ended up scoring 2 touchdowns in one game, and I got to leap. I got to leap in each end zone. This one right here, I barely made it, so the fans kind of held me to hold me up.
They know what the deal is. Here's Shager. Shager started so hot, completed his first 5, but just 2 of 12 since then for the true sophomore.
But a lot of that's not on him. There's been a ton of drops from these receivers. They got to help him out, especially in a situation like this.
And now it's a 3rd down and 6.
But you got your guy in the game now. You got Dedrick Parson. It's 3rd down. He is your guy.
He has not gotten loose today. Well, he's 5 carries, 8 yards. Very uncharacteristic for Hawaii's run game with Parson. Shager steps up, and he throws complete. Nick Senecal, his first catch, the true freshman from Montreal, Canada, and a bright spot for Hawaii offensively.
Look, if our other guys aren't making it happen, let's get it to him.
That's right. We've been trying to get it to Dior Scott a lot tonight, unsuccessfully.
Look at that, great job, protection, and just let it go downfield. Keep playing. I like this. Just go, run your plays and go downfield.
Well, it's easy to forget or if you're just tuning in, you see the score, and it certainly doesn't show that Hawaii had put together a couple of good drives in this game. Was unable to come away with points, particularly that first drive where they missed a field goal.
Yeah, they came out the gate, and then all of a sudden they got uncharacteristic, and then, yeah, they ended up missing a long field goal, and it's been downhill from there.
Tylan Hines has come into the game. And he's got it. Some blocking on the edge, and Hines is able to turn the corner, and we'll see where they mark him out. As he was racing for that line to gain, he's going to come up a couple yards shy. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, right there, outside, beat the defender, absolute mismatch. If I am Ian Shoemaker, I'm going right back to him. That's something that I'm starring in the playbook, and I'm getting the ball to Tylan Hines on the perimeter.
It's 8 yards a carry, and a couple of catches tonight as well. Give it to him, back to Hines. He gets knocked backwards and still is able to get forwards. The spot looks like it's shy of the line. Again, Hines didn't like the spot, and we'll see. It looked like when he fell forward, the ball maybe was a half yard further. Andrus Fox came up to make the stop along with Malachi Langley. So it's going to be 4th and inches. And Hawaii, of course, going for this. Parson back into the game. He's got it. And he's able to dance forward, gets knocked back. Will he have it with the forward progress?
That was a big hit. That was a big hit right there to knock him back.
It was Evan Williams, 32, came in. And it looks like we may get a measurement here. And we will. See Maurice Norris, 43. Is that who came in to make the big hit? No. What do you think? First down?
I don't know.
You got to get a prediction before this chain gets set.
No. You guys put pressure on me like that. No.
And you're right. By that much. So a big defensive stop. A big play for Hawaii, but another drive for the Rainbow Warriors stalls out, and Fresno State takes over.
I have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis. So I'm taking Zeposia, a once daily pill, because I won't let UC stop me from being me.
Zeposia can help people with UC achieve and maintain remission and has been shown to reduce symptoms in as early as 2 weeks. Zeposia is the first and only S1P receptor modulator approved for UC. Don't take Zeposia if you had a heart attack, chest pain, stroke, or mini-stroke, heart failure in the last 6 months, irregular or abnormal heartbeat, if you have untreated sleep apnea, or take MAOIs. Zeposia may cause serious side effects, including infections that can be life-threatening and cause death, slow heart rate, liver or breathing problems, increased blood pressure, macular edema, swelling and narrowing of the brain's blood vessels, and increased risk of PML, a rare brain infection that usually leads to death or severe disability. Tell your doctor if you are pregnant or plan to be. Don't let UC stop you from doing you. If you're living with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, ask your doctor about once daily Zeposia.
The Big East opening night tip-off show. With live look-ins of all 8 games, it's a season opener like no other. It all tips off Monday at 6:30 Eastern on FS1.
I had multiple credit cards that had high interest rates.
Lower your interest rates with a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream.
I was able to save around $450 a month.
I'm saving about $5,000. It feels really good. Like, yes. Apply now at trylightstream.com for your discount.
The Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max lets you vacuum and wash your floors at the same time. Dry messes, wet messes, even area rugs. It uses clean water, and the Bissell Sanitize formula eliminates 99.9% of bacteria. The brush roll mops, scrubs, and sweeps, while powerful suction pulls the dirty water into a separate tank. It's cordless for cleaning freedom. It even cleans itself.
And when you buy Bissell, you help save homeless pets.
See more at BissellCrosswave.com.
This bakery needs new equipment fast to keep up with demand. So they're going to OnDeck, the online lender that makes it easy to choose your loan and, if approved, get funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
Fresno State's 31 first half points season high for points and a half. Just added a field goal to start the half and then a big defensive stop. As the offense comes back out, take a look at their offensive leaders tonight, Will.
I mean, that was a quiet 117. I mean, if you're having that big average, that makes sense. But, man, like I said, across the board, whatever they want to do on offense.
7 yards a carry for Mims. And Hayner just keeps stacking up production. This is Remigio's first carry of the day. And he's able to break out of a tackle and pick up a first down. Kaulana Mokaula was unable to hold on. And Jake Baust, 86, the tight end, got the block, a pick up a 12. Hayner with time, taking a deep shot. He's got Moreno Cropper. Touchdown, Fresno State. $59 yards on the connection. Moreno Cropper had 1 touchdown entering play, as 2 tonight.
Again, we talked all night about the protection there. And there he goes, letting it go. Beautiful throw, leading him through the double team. It's not on the throne, but still a really good ball. Got ahead of the receivers, I mean the defensive backs. And again, Moreno Cropper. He didn't get going until the second quarter. But man, he is on a tear.
Bulldog fans have seen that before. That looked like Derek Carr and Devontae Adams taking deep shots all night long. It's all going Bulldogs tonight. Trying to make it 4 wins in a row. It's Fox College Football After Dark.
How do they make Starburst taste so juicy?
I don't know. But you just asked the whole universe.
Humans are asking for juice. And we are the juice.
Starburst, unexplainably juicy.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan. 100% authentic fan gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Sure, you'll teach her to drive a car. Then use Greenlight and teach her to save up for her own car. Mowing lawns and getting paid. Navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
This is Fubo TV. It's a better way to watch live news, shows, and sports without cable. Watch multiple games at once with Multiview. Try free at FuboTV.com.
You love closing a deal, but hate managing your business from afar. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
Nobody does anything perfectly the first time, or the second, even the third. We learn from mistakes. But when it comes to retirement planning, who can afford mistakes? Smart Asset can help you avoid those unpleasant mishaps with a free guide, The 7 Crucial Mistakes of Retirement Planning. We also match you with up to 3 vetted fiduciary financial advisors who can help you achieve your retirement goals. Using Smart Asset is free with no obligation. Discover what others learned the hard way at smartasset.com.
SeatGeek presents Boomstick Lady. SeatGeek helps her find the perfect seat so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Oh, okay. SeatGeek handles the tickets so fans can fan.
Dear Santa, all I want is the U.S. to win the World Cup. You're the guy that makes reindeer fly. You can make anything happen. All we have to do is believe. I believe.
For Hawaii. A rout is on here in the Central Valley, 41-0. Jalen Moreno Cropper with his second touchdown of the game moments ago, a 59-yard strike.
Somebody got to come through. Special teams, offense, defense, you need a bright spot.
Fair catch here from Jalen Purdue with 6:22 left in the third quarter. Well, that big touchdown throw to Jalen Moreno-Cropper was historic.
You see that, guys? That was to the Mountain West. You see that? We're good.
And this is what it represented. 7,631 yards for Jake Haener in his career. Ties him with Trent Dilfer, one of the many, and Fresno State's had a storied quarterback history. One of the many greats to wear the Bulldog uniform. And David Carr next up on the list for Haener. Looked like he tried not to crack a smile after that thumbs up too. Looking right into your living room. 2nd down and 10 coming up. So if you're Hawaii, offensively, what is this first about? Just getting that 0 off the final box score?
No, this is getting to what we did in the first quarter. Like, let's continue with the tempo. Let's move a little bit. Let's get into our offense. If anything, get some reps here. We're still in the game here. We're still in the 3rd quarter.
This is Parson. Shaken up in the first half, and it's just been tough sledding for him. And credit to Fresno State's defense. Does not appear as though they've let up any, even with this score.
I know teams are in a situation where they want to, you know, let's try to stop the bleeding, but sometimes to stop the bleeding, you got to bring back and fight back, you know.
Fresno State starters.
I'm not a fan of all the fair catching. Let's just run the ball, like, go for it. Like, let's do it.
Here's a 3rd down. 4-man rush. Shager, he's got space if he can beat Bailey, and he does. Devo Bridges was in pursuit, and Shager was able to beat him for the 1st down. Pick up a 12.
You don't build a culture by laying down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't do that at all. So let's just keep competing. If anything, let's just cut the edge. Let's not just try to get a point on the board. Like, let's go ahead and compete.
And that's been a big part of what Timmy Chang is doing in his first year as the head coach at Hawaii, right? Rebuilding the culture. As Shager completes for another 1st down. Alex Perry with his first catch.
Number 82, Alex Perry.
Timmy Chang hired back on January 22nd as the head coach, taking over. He spent the previous 5 years with Jay Norvell at Nevada. Had briefly gone to Colorado State with Norvell when he got that job before the season. But then when Todd Graham resigned, a new head coach needed, and Timmy Chang took over. Parson with another carry. And we did spend quite a bit of time talking with him this week about rebuilding the culture in a program. Culture important in every program, but particularly for Hawaii on the islands, what the program means to the state. Trying to get back to the brotherhood, as they say.
Right.
Is so critical.
I like it right now. They're going tempo. Exactly. Let's do it. Get it to your guys.
Tylan Hines, he's been their guy tonight. And I just keep going back to what Kevin Coyle, Fresno State's defensive coordinator, told us. He was so in awe of, at the size, how Hines never goes backwards.
Yeah, again, beautiful hole. I mean, you got the line to do it. And the back who can split through those gaps. Look at this tough running. 170 is just a number. That man is strong.
Oh, and just a true freshman from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Shager, plenty of time. And he throws that one wide of the intended receiver, Alex Perry.
I like what Nick Senecal was doing for them. You know, again, you're in a situation where you're trying to find guys that want to compete. You want to find guys who want to play. You want to find guys who are going to help you in the future. I try to go back to him. We're trying to find out right now as a coach.
Senecal's at the bottom. Shager going the other way, and he can't connect with Chucky Hines. Justin Houston was coming on the heat.
Even in that situation right there, you wish Shager could just hold on a second. The blitz was obvious. You saw it was coming on the edge. Just hold it for a split second. Give your guys time so that you can connect on a play like that. That's a missed opportunity for that offense.
And now 3rd down. Edric Parson stands beside Shager. He's going to run it. And he gets crunched by Lavelle Bailey and David Perales. And now 4th down and 8 coming up.
You see here, Perales did a great job of just covering the pitch. There was nowhere to go. again, that's not the play I would call in this situation. Get to your tempo, get to your 2-minute style offense, go down the field and score.
Hawaii 0 of 2 on 4th down so far. This is 4th and 8. Here comes Heat.
Let's
and
go.
There he is, Senecal. And he can't get to the stick. The ball comes out. It doesn't matter. Stephen Comstock, the senior, was there. It looked like Senecal was on his way to a 1st down, and Comstock denied him. You called for him, Will. And he just couldn't get there. Fresno State's 3rd 4th down stop of the game.
Well, we made it through another Halloween without getting eaten. And this year was a close one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ooh, you feel that chill?
I don't feel anything. This can't be good.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of purchase, you can refinance with exclusive savings with Rate Drop Advantage. Visit inflationbuster.com to get started.
I'm the team mascot, and boy, am I running late. But I got lead in my foot and spirit in my fingers. Oh, what a hit. And if you have cut rate car insurance, the cost to cover that might tank your season. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Woo!
In a matter of days, it's the biggest night in politics, and the 2022 midterms live on Fox News. With the balance of power on the line, our team has up-to-the-minute results and analysis from across the nation. It's Democracy 2022 on Fox News. Your freedom, your vote.
I can't wait to mess with these people.
Crank it up and hold on tight.
There's no planning for this.
Lego Masters' biggest breaking season
You're building pirate ships.
has unbelievable, heart-racing, most impossible blockbuster builds.
Oh my God, we're doing Marvel. Good luck.
An epic all-new season of Lego Masters, Wednesdays at 9/8 Central on Fox.
You've never built like this before.
I'm schwitzy. Oh my gosh.
And watch anytime.
Everything I did for my family.
The cleaning lady's taking care of it.
We just have to stick to the plan. No one can ever know the truth.
It's not safe for any of us.
I don't know why you don't just make a fresh start.
There's no fresh start for us.
The Cleaning Lady, Mondays on Fox, and watch anytime on Hulu.
41-0, Fresno State leading. 3:09 remaining here at Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno in the 3rd quarter. And Jake Haener and the offense back out. 411 yards of offense so far for Haener, who at the moment sits tied on Fresno State's all-time passing list with Trent Dilfer, 6th on the all-time list. Won't move up the list here, but Mims did. And let's look back at that 4th down.
Yeah, they had it up on this 3rd down. Right here, you got Senecal down there just running a shallow cross. You got all goes, clearing it out. We're going to run it here. Perhaps this is a missed op because of his inexperience, but he gets the ball. Great throw, great play. Just keep running. You see him try to stutter and try to cut back a little bit, and that gave time for the defender to come and get him. Just run all the way through, you get the 1st down.
That was the 3rd 4th down stop of the day for Fresno State a moment ago. That's how they got this possession. Haener to throw, and he rockets it to Pope. Lost it for a moment, then pulled it in, and he gets across the 30. And with that 10th straight completion, Jake Haener moves into solo possession of 6th place on Fresno State's all-time list, and he puts Trent Dilfer at 7.
Yeah, that was just a simple curl flat play, working the zone defender. He was caught in a bind. Do I cover the curl? Do I cover the flat?
And now a 3rd down and 1. Under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jake Haener, the prolific Fresno State quarterback, playing for Jeff Tedford, the former Fresno State quarterback. And here's Mims with a head of steam. And another 1st down for him. Well, it's been non-stop for the Bulldogs. No let up in the offense. You take a look at their drive chart.
I mean, look at this. Points, 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 points. That's crazy.
And a defensive touchdown to boot. A pick 6, which was the first touchdown of the day for Fresno State.
You see the long drives, 10, 14, 16, 11 play drives. Exhausting.
And trying to dig into that lack of depth. There is Pope getting free, and he is out of bounds. But a big gainer for the Bulldogs. Another connection. 44 yards.
You see him back there having a nice latte. He got all day to throw that ball. Again, the deep over route, attacking the zone defenders, really going after those linebackers. It's being a linebacker, obviously, you know, they're known for hitting, coming downhill, but you got to be good in coverage too, especially against a team like this.
Malik Sherrod and Elijah Gilliam, the two backs for Fresno State. And this is Sherrod, who breaks a tackle and another and gets down inside the 10. Boy, these guys all run hard. Really, the running backs on both sides of the ball tonight. We've seen some really hard running.
Guy, if you had this room, you're getting loose, okay? I mean, look at this. Just gobbling up all these defensive linemen.
Mouth guard flapping. Gilliam, the other running back, throwing blocks. And that is how the third quarter will end. A 1st and goal coming up for the Bulldogs on their way to their 4th straight win and in control of the Mountain West Division, putting it on the Rainbow Warriors tonight in Fresno.
It's supposed to be a good luck charm, but a chandelier fell on me. Doesn't that sound like a curse?
That's a bracelet. First rule of a curse, they spread like a virus.
Evacuate the firehouse now.
I told you it's spreading.
911, all new Monday at 8/7 Central on Fox.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more people behind the grill are switching to Ram.
Can I flip that?
And more people behind the grill. More first leg of the road trips. More uncles who take Thanksgiving football games too seriously. And more people who can't resist telling you that the leaves are changing.
Leaves are changing.
Are switching to Ram.
During the Ram Black Friday sales event, get 0% financing plus $2,000 total bonus cash on the 2022 Ram 1500.
Teaching her how to drive. But Dad, why not use Greenlight to help her save for her own car? Mowing lawns, getting paid. Oh, smoothies. Is that strawberry? Soon, she'll go from washing your car to flexing with her own. Even better, teach her how to invest in cars. Together, you can navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing. Because when you teach her how to be smart about money, she'll go far. Real far. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
At Safelight, we take care of vehicles with the latest technology. When my last customer discovered a crack in his car's windshield, he scheduled at safelight.com. Safelight makes it easy. We're the experts at replacing your glass and recalibrating your advanced safety system.
And they recycled my old glass. Now that's a company I can trust.
Don't wait, schedule today.
Safelight Repair, Safelight Replace.
DeLonghi, espresso made right. Here, we believe in human potential. To push forward, think critically, explore possibilities, and serve our communities with pride. Students at Fresno State are redefining excellence and rising above. Because Bulldogs seek the ultimate victory.
Into the fourth quarter we go, and Fresno State leading 41-0, scoring in every quarter so far. And knocking on the door for more here in the fourth. With Jake Haener in the game, already 3 touchdown passes for Haener. And Malik Sherrod, the running back, behind him. 8 on the play clock for Haener. A little bit of a wobbly floating snap, so Haener's just going to audible, take it, and take a seat. What was supposed to happen there?
It's supposed to be a runner play, and all of a sudden just fumble the snap. Again, not being silly, being smart, just get out. Don't take any unnecessary punishment. Get positive yards, get down, line up again. I probably would have ran that, but you know.
What do you mean by ran that? Giving it to the running
back?
back?
No, I would have took off.
Oh. Did you play quarterback?
No.
Well,
shut up.
Hawaii's going to take its first time out on defense before a 2nd and goal. And Fresno State, Jeff Tedford told the team, November are the games to remember. And this one's definitely that.
Well, we made it through another Halloween without getting eaten. And this year was a close one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ooh, you feel that chill?
I don't feel anything. This can't be good.
Renovating an RV like me, the last thing you want to have to deal with is going to buy something you need and not having enough money for it. With our Chime Spending account, we can get our paychecks up to 2 days early with direct deposit. So I get to focus on the fun stuff.
Back support. If you need it, you know it. You need Copperfit Advanced Back Pro, an ultra-lightweight compression belt with adjustable bands to customize support exactly where your back needs it to feel better.
My back is my livelihood. I have not felt this good in a long, long time.
Built-in stabilizing supports to help improve posture and relieve lower back muscle aches and pains.
It is taking all of the pressure off of my lower back.
Flexible for any body type and customizable compression to meet your needs.
If I worked abs the day before, I can keep it loose, I can tighten it up.
The belt is such a simple answer to solve your back problem.
Support, comfort, and fit. The best back support for relief of lower back pain you will ever wear. Guaranteed, or your money back. Get yours now at advancedbackpro.com or call 1-800-314-7308.
Feels like it's giving me my life back.
It's the real deal.
Copperfit. Feel the fit.
And Doug.
It's nice to unwind after a long week of telling people how Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Showtime. Woo! I'm on fire tonight. Yes! Ringo, you're a natural. We're not counting that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
November 13th. An iconic showdown. A rivalry reborn. Cowboys, Packers, November 13th on Fox.
Fresno State looking for more here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. A 41-0 lead and a 2nd down and goal. The Bulldogs have been perfect in the red zone, scoring tonight 4 for 4 and almost 80% on the season. Running back Malik Sherrod is the man lined up at the bottom of the screen here. As Jake Haener takes the snap with pressure, and he lofts it for a Nico Remigio touchdown, and Fresno State keeps lighting it up. 4 touchdowns for Haener tonight, passing a new career high.
You're going to see Remigio come from the far screen over here and just work his way over.
He has had the hot hand tonight. Point after is good. 48-0. 327 yards. 4 touchdowns, 5 incompletions for Haener. Tedford squad is rolling.
Dear Santa, I know I asked for a lot last year, but this year is different. I don't want any presents. All I want is the U.S. to win the World Cup. You're the guy that makes reindeer fly. You can make anything happen. This is the team that's going to make a run at the World Cup. All we have to do is believe. Last time I checked, that's like your whole thing. Have you seen this?
There's more.
believe.
Wear by Erin Andrews, my sportswear collection for all women, is now officially licensed with more leagues. Women can support their teams in fashion-forward apparel everywhere, anywhere. Find it at fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Nuts.com. When my grandfather started this business in 1929, he relied on 4 important values: freshness, quality, variety, and service. I'm proud to carry on his legacy, but from a bigger space. We still freshly roast, season, and dip delicious nuts here in New Jersey and deliver them with the freshest dried fruits, snacks, and sweets to families that love our products all around the country, including mine. We think you'll love Nuts.com too, so check us out and enjoy free shipping on your first order.
This is Sandra. She gets her financial advice from her mother. This is Tony, who gets his financial advice from his old college roommate. And this is where Frank used to sit. He got smart about retirement at smartasset.com. They matched him with vetted fiduciary financial advisors to help turn his retirement priorities into a retirement reality. Everybody sure misses Frank.
Can someone get that?
smartasset.com. Take our free quiz and be matched with up to 3 vetted financial advisors. Get smart about retirement.
Sure, you should teach him to ride a bike. Then use Greenlight and teach him how to invest in bikes. Teach him to be smart about money, and he'll go far.
Super far. Oh, hey, Mom.
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Career day for Jake Haener. 4 touchdown passes today, 48-0. Haener completing 83% of his throws, 24 of 29.
I just found out something.
What's that?
My barber, DJ Mitchell over at Creations in Irvine, told me that he also cuts Remigio's here too.
How about that?
He said Remigio comes to the shop all the time.
Nico Remigio?
Yeah, we got the same barber. How about that? No wonder he's nice like that.
Yeah, that explains a lot, I guess. Jalen Purdue on the return. Hawaii's offense trying to break through. Meanwhile, it's a Fresno State defense trying to pitch a shutout tonight. Bulldogs looking for their first shutout in over a year. They did it last October 2021 against Wyoming. And it looks like Tylen Hines is going to be back out on the field.
I'm going to say, just give the man the ball.
He's, what, over 7 yards a carry right now. That is complete out to the 40 for Stephen Fiso. First game back this year after an injury last year. And that is Stephen Fiso's 3rd career catch, the first that was not a touchdown. He had 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. The senior from American Samoa. Shager just tosses it away. Well, maybe, perhaps Evan Williams' night is done with a 48-0 lead. Last week, down 21-10. Kevin Coyle, the Fresno State defensive coordinator, said he got on the phone on the sideline with Evan Williams, who'd been injured his first game back, just like Haener, last week from injury, not 100% knee brace. And Evan Williams got on the phone to his defensive coordinator up in the box and said, I am not coming out of this game. I'm all right. You are not taking me out. And for all of the deserved credit, Azilian Hamilton with the pass breakup that Jake Haener gets, it is Evan Williams, his equal, a unanimous captain as well. Evan Williams said this week that as both he and Haener were working back from injuries, they were competing to see who could beat who first thing in the morning to the rehab room. Talking a lot of trash to one another as well. There he is trying to get this crowd up.
Yeah, I mean, he came out the game early today and made his plays. And then once the game got a hand, he got to be able to go sit down. But Zilly Hamilton, you got to get that ball. You got to get your ops. Take that to the crib.
3rd down. Shager, muddy pocket. Senecal can't bring it in because Stephen Comstock is there to break it up. And it's now 4th down and 10 for Hawaii. The punt team coming back on. Nico Remigio. What's your guy's name?
DJ.
DJ's guy back deep.
DJ Mitchell.
We got to see DJ with the helmet off, or see Nico with the helmet off. See
Check out his
DJ's
haircut.
work.
Well, I don't know if he's been down to Irvine.
Oh, okay. We don't want to attribute something to DJ that's not his. Here's Remigio with a couple yards. Well, Jake Hayner's fourth touchdown on Fresno State's last possession is going to be his last throw of the game. In all likelihood, it looks like Logan Fife is going to lead the Bulldogs out. Jake Hayner's got his helmet off, and there he is on the sideline. It was a historic throw, moving up Fresno State's all-time yards list and also on the all-time touchdowns list.
Oh, Billy Volek.
That's right, who had a long pro career. The list of Bulldog quarterbacks is long and storied, and Hayner has passed Billy and Kevin Sweeney, another legendary Bulldog quarterback, son of the longtime head coach Jim Sweeney, is up next on the list. Malik Sherrod with an explosive run, and he's still on his feet. Manuma finally meets him out across the 45. 22-yard pickup for number 22.
This is what I like. My favorite running back of all time was Barry Sanders, and he gave you some of that. Give you some of that too. But this right now, this is character building time for Hawaii, man. Like, I know it's a young team, but which dudes are going to compete to the end? I know it's deflating, but now you gotta bring it up, man.
Meanwhile, Logan Fife, who filled in admirably during Hayner's injury, won a couple games before Hayner came back to win last week. Sherrod just running hard.
You got another spin and a stiff arm.
Fife took over in that SC game back in week 3, went 2-2. He beat San Jose State. That game could prove to be a big one, a potential tiebreaker for the West Division. That would be huge. And also beat University of New Mexico, the sophomore from Tracy, who grew up wanting to be a Fresno State Bulldog, grew up a Bulldog fan, and has played a huge role in this season already. If you said Hayner's going to be out, you're going to go 2-2.
I'll take it.
Fresno State nearing 200 yards on the ground, and Sherrod just does not stop. And he gets a first down for Fresno State, 6-yard pickup. And to go back to the stat on Sherrod, worth repeating now. He only has 1 carry this year for negative yards, and it was 1 yard. And you can see it in his style. Fresno State with a first down pitch to Sherrod, and he's running downhill, and he's now inside the 30. Another first down
and another spin. that might have been his 4th spin this drive. Again, that same play, you got the tackle pull, you got the near guard pull. Boop, boop. Yeah, that's the mouthpiece hanging out. I couldn't do that. That's like the Jalen Ramsey style. I had to wear my mouthpiece, man. It's so distracted.
Elijah Gilliam into the game. Looks like Sherrod stayed over there on the sideline okay.
Yeah, he weighed down. He was tired. All that spinning.
Now Gilliam breaks into space. He's got a block out front from Jalen Moss, and he gets down into the red zone.
You see, that's the difference between a tailback and a fullback. Instead of trying to score, he tried to run him over.
Gilliam had a touchdown block earlier today on a run from Mims. Mims' touchdown run, it was Gilliam that was the lead blocker, and then he can also take the ball and do that. Look at that. 230 yards on the ground. Five on the play clock for Fife. Down to 3, to 2, to 1, and they just get it off. And here's Gilliam racing in, and he converts. And the Bulldogs break 50. First touchdown of the year for the sophomore from Bishop Gorman in Vegas.
I mean, just getting it done. You see that? You see no push, no fight right now from this Hawaii defense.
A 6-play drive for Fresno State. All run plays. 55 on the board. Hello.
Junk sleep got you all jumbled up? During Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king bed for the price of a queen and save up to $700 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base. Only at Mattress Firm.
New Michelin Endurance XT silicone wiper blades are engineered for extreme weather performance. With advanced Quad-Tech 4-layer coated silicone that lasts 2 times longer than other blades and endures everything you put them through. Only at Walmart.
People remember ads with young people having a good time. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's a pool party.
Good times insurance.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
How do they make Starburst taste so juicy?
I don't know. But you just asked the whole universe.
Humans are asking for juice. And we are the juice.
Starburst, unexplainably juicy.
Tony and Armand have been accused of being rats.
Monday.
This time the deal will be made on my terms. Prove to me my doubts are unfounded.
The Cleaning Lady. All new Monday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
This summer, The Daily Show's all news. Party time. Summer good news.
I recently bought the stovepipe hat that was worn by Abraham Lincoln. It's the perfect nacho bowl.
Summer not so good news.
Pools are closed for the summer? I'm gonna have nowhere to pee.
But it's all news to us.
They're supposed to be like fully inflated.
The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. New weeknights at 11 on Comedy Central. And catch up on demand.
Sunday, it's the dawning of a new era when the NFL debuts in Germany, live on NFL Network. Brady and the Bucks.
Touchdown Tampa Bay.
DK and the Seahawks.
Puts the ball up, making a catch.
Wake up and watch with the world. It's Sunday Morning Football, live from Munich. Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Elijah Gilliam, the latest to score for Fresno State, one of the 6 touchdowns for the Bulldogs tonight. This was the conversation Hayner and Tedford were having just a moment ago. It was fun talking to Jeff Tedford this week about just how locked in Jake Hayner always is.
Yeah, I mean, he's known him since he was a kid, you know, and it's such a luxury to have a quarterback where you can have these mature conversations. You're not really so much teaching schematics or scheme. You're teaching like the life of the game of football.
Monday night, Big East basketball is back. Catch live look-ins right from the studio as 8 teams tip off their season. It's an opening night like no other. Plus, you can follow each team on their own channel on the Fox Sports app. The Big East opening night tip-off live at 6:30 Eastern on FS1. There's Timmy Chang hoping to get something going. He's had, in his time, some great days here in Fresno, this not being one of them. They flew the team in early on Wednesday. They stayed about 45 minutes south in Visalia, hoping to, make an adjustment because they've not had any success yet on the mainland this year. And perhaps get a little more sleep, but obviously that has not translated, at least on the scoreboard, but it has for Hines, who is just about 7 yards per carry. Of course, the road is part of what being at Hawaii means, or more specifically, maybe the air. They're one of the most traveled teams in the nation every year as Hines breaks through for another gainer and another first down.
If I'm Shoemaker, I'm going to Tylan Hines the entire drive. the entire drive.
You saw the trips there, over 37,000 miles of air yards. So back-to-back touches for Hines. Shager a lot of time, and he's able to get it to the sideline to Alex Perry. Second catch for Perry tonight as Hawaii early in this half went to some of its younger receivers, Perry being among them, or I should say maybe less used receivers.
Right. Senecal,
right? I mean, Dior Scott, their leading receiver coming in, did not have a catch in this game, was targeted 5 times in the first half. Shea Bryant Lele has come in at running back. Shager, he wants to take a shot. That is Bowens. And coverage that time by Kosi Aguina, the junior from Sanger High School. A flag down. Fresno State has not been penalized in this game until now. Oh, there was no call. All right, the announcement there from our referee, Christian Watson, was there was no unnecessary roughness. That's initially what they threw, but decided to pick up the flag.
Yeah, this is a good ball. This is perfect. This is what you want. Run under it and throw your hands out there late. That's a good ball. You cannot get better than that. Again, it goes back to his receivers. Got to make plays for him.
Yeah. 13 of 30 passing the ball tonight for the Hawaii pass game. Shager completes it. Tomatoa Mokiawa Timalala with his first catch of the night and a first down across midfield. 13 yards on that pickup. Hawaii's trying to keep the streak going. 61 straight games without being shut out. Senecal. Positive yards for a couple. Phoenix Jackson there on the tackle. Last shutout in this series, he had to go all the way back to 1996 when Fresno State beat Hawaii 20-0. That's the last time either team was shut out in this rivalry.
But this is good. Again, O-line's doing a great job. They're doing a great job giving them time, finding his guys. Guys are making plays eventually.
Braden Shager only been sacked once tonight, which is right on the average for Hawaii offense that doesn't allow it. Zillion Hamilton with the tackle.
Came from the corner blitz.
Well, one thing we talked to Kevin Coyle about, he said, you know, Hawaii can be very dangerous on screen plays.
They could be, yeah. But however, the issue is DJ Parson, you know, had that ankle injury earlier, which kind of killed the momentum because he's the guy that really makes this whole offense go.
When he left the game, it was only 3-0. When he came back, it was an entirely different thing. Hawaii on third down, trying to put together a scoring drive. Shager, and that's broken up. The second PBU for Zillion Hamilton in this second half. And now it's 4th down and 7. And Hawaii's going to go for it.
It was great coverage, but the receiver still, he has to fight across, get across his space. So the quarterback has a good target to throw that football to.
Hawaii been a very good 4th down team recently. In fact, coming into tonight, they'd converted 11 of their last 13 4th down attempts. But they're 0 of 3 tonight. Little pressure. Shager steps up. There's a lot of room, and he's going to take it. First down for the quarterback, and he's going to jog to the sideline and step out in the red zone. And we've seen him at times be able to make plays with his legs tonight. 23 yards there.
Yeah, he had Senecal at the bottom of the screen. But obviously, I think Senecal got off the ball quick enough. Man-to-man defense. Everyone's back to you. Just take off running. Get the first down.
Kylan Hines has come back into the game. And he's got it. He's into the 14-yard line.
I'll tell you, with Kylan Hines, once he is able to get that great vision that DJ Parson has, he's going to be lights out in this conference. Right now, he's just all gas. He gets the ball and he's taking off. He's like, where's my way? He's getting ran over. I don't care if I'm 170. But as soon as he's able to get that good vision and is able to find those holes in the offensive line or even set up linebackers, he's going to be absolutely scary in this conference.
Well, this is game 10. Like you said earlier, he's in great shape for just a true freshman to be able to carry this type of load. Shager to the air and going down to make the catch. Second on the drive. Tomatoa Mokiawatima Lala brings it in.
Again, just finding the seam in the zone, sitting down there and giving the QB a good target.
And now 1st and goal. Hawaii, remember, had a great drive. First possession, missed a field goal. This is by far Hawaii's best chance since.
And this is what they should do. Just run your offense. Like, go play football.
Into the pistol. It is a scrum right on the goal line. Shea Bryant-Lele got turned away inside for Fresno State. A number of Bulldogs, including Julius Gandy.
Yeah, this should have got in. This should have been a great push.
Gandy with some help from Andres Fox. He turned right into that stop. So now it's 2nd down. And back to the ground, and Hawaii breaks through. Bryant-Lele with the touchdown, and the Rainbow Warriors avoid the shutout. Is there a lesson in that for Timmy Chang tonight?
There's a lesson in terms of what they did that last drive. I mean, that was outstanding. That's what you want to do. Just look, the game is out of reach. So what do? Let's get some reps. Let's get some real game reps. We're not going to get these reps in practice. We can't go full board against each other. So here, let's get some game reps. Run the offense and see what happens.
Matthew Shipley, a fantastic kicker. Man, he remains perfect in his career on PATs. 87 for 87. So Hawaii with 3:46 left will not come away tonight empty-handed. Rainbow Warriors into the end zone.
The atmosphere, this is what makes it special. Here we go. You think we're ready? We're at home, baby. Woo! This is the best. What a game.
Renovating an RV like me, the last thing you want to have to deal with is going to buy something you need and not having enough money for it. With our Chime Spending account, we can get our paychecks up to 2 days early with direct deposit. So I get to focus on the fun stuff.
I'm the captain of the Pee Wee football team. We may be small, but we are mighty, annoying. And you are so tired from playing defense against us that your focus is about to ride the bench. Go, go, go. Thanks, Mom.
Bye.
Come on, come on. And if you have cut rate car insurance, then not even a Hail Mary will save you from paying for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Awesome.
Introducing the premium collection at Fanatics.com. Stylish fan gear for fashionable fans. Shop Wear by Erin Andrews, DKNY, Darius Rucker, Mitchell & Ness, and more. Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything.
With 12 institutions nestled in the nation's most desirable destinations, you'll see us enjoying life at the peak of celebration. As you witness us not only win, but win the right way, you'll find us competing at the peak of integrity. As our more than 5,000 student athletes take the field of play with unequaled passion, you'll find us performing at the peak of competition. The Mountain West is at the peak.
$55-7. There's Timmy Chang talking to his quarterback. After Hawaii's scoring drive, Braden Shager had a big 4th down conversion with his legs on that drive to help lead to Hawaii's first touchdown today. So Kyler Halverson on to kick it away. That Halverson will send it deep to Remigio, who will fair catch it. Well, we talk about Timmy Chang and all he's done to try and rebuild this program. He's got the pelts on the wall. He's been on the other side of scores like this many times during his prolific 5-year career as Hawaii's starting quarterback from 2000 to 2004. In fact, he had a huge game here on this field for his career, over 17,000 yards.
That's crazy.
He had, ready for this, 36 300-yard games, 11 400-yard games, and left Hawaii as the all-time leading passer in college football history. Now sits second on the list. Here's Gilliam with the carry. 2, I'll give you a second to think about it, Case Keenum. That's the all-time leader at Houston.
At Houston, yeah.
But Keenum with 19,000 yards, about 2,000 yards more. And an incredible career for Timmy Chang. And not just a great quarterback at Hawaii, but obviously a native, went to the famed St. Louis school, the high school football powerhouse for a long time on the islands. And to him, I think being the head coach at Hawaii is so much more than just one season. It's a big picture. And he made the point. We got a lot of guys on this team. We've got some youth, some experience. And he wanted one thing that his team to take out of the season was for the young guys to see the seniors who would come back to play this year, as he said, for the school and for the state. I lost 20 players in the portal over the course of the offseason. And, you know, that staff is filled with coaches who understand what it means to be at Hawaii.
Yeah, he mentioned that getting there before the X's and O's, it was big to get back in the community and, you know, almost like be a politician and get this community involved with the school, because that's what it's about. It's about everyone there understanding the process, understanding the culture, to help, you know, pretty much, I guess, rebuild this program, or I guess build it to the way he wants it.
Yeah.
You know,
and really restart. It's not, you know, this is not what we're seeing here. A Hawaii team that's going to fall to 2-7 today. Hawaii's had some very good football seasons, and they're not that far removed from very good football. Hawaii's going to take the time out here with 2:09 remaining in the game. Meanwhile, for Fresno State, up 55-7 as they march down here through November. I mentioned earlier, Jeff Tedford said these are the games you remember. They'll go to UNLV next week, then they'll go to Nevada. And strange things in the history of this league and in the WAC have happened in Reno, so who knows what will happen there. And then back home the Friday after Thanksgiving against Wyoming. And who knows, that may be for a trip for them, we'll see, to the Mountain West title game. It could be a rematch against Wyoming, but right now it looks
we got
like
a punt?
We are headed towards potentially a rematch with Boise State. Long way to go. Yes, we are. Carson King, his first appearance of the game. First punt for Fresno State.
I know his foot has to be numb.
You don't think they've got like foot gloves, you know? Down there for the
foot warmers? Oh, the boot, yeah.
Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, his foot's numb.
That's thing like a rock. It's gotten cold tonight. So Hawaii took the timeout to try to get one more drive in, and this is what we're talking about here. Boise State at 5-0 in league play. Wyoming right on their heels, 4-1. Bulldogs have already beaten San Jose State, so they have that head-to-head tiebreaker. Beat San Diego State here last week. They'll play UNLV next week. But, you know, the Bulldogs would love a rematch with Boise State, who beat them on the blue turf just over a month ago, 40-20.
You know, I played in 2 bowl games
versus. I'll just say without Jake Haener.
Without Jake Haener. I played in 2 bowl games versus Mountain West teams.
Yeah. You played in Boise, right?
I played against Boise and Colorado State. The Diamond Walnut Bowl.
That game was in the Bay Area.
Yes.
And then you played in the what was it, the MPC Computers Bowl, Boston College at Boise?
Boise at Boise in a bowl game. How about that?
Well, you know, Hawaii knows about that, right? Hawaii gets to host often bowl games. Tylen Hines. And here we talk about teaching, right? Timmy Chang's trying to get a 2-minute offense here.
Exactly, 2-minute offense, get the tempo going. And now you see Tylen Hines in the pass and the receiving game too. I mean, he's just as charged up in the first quarter as he is now.
Hawaii trying to put together back-to-back scoring drives here. As Shager with a long throw.
Money.
And a dangerous throw. Second half.
That's two
pretty good for Zillion Hamilton.
Zillion Hamilton owes me 40 push-ups. Because he had one on the other side that he decided to knock down. That's 20 push-ups. And he had one on this side that he decided to knock down. That's another 20 push-ups.
So he doesn't owe his defensive backs coach,
No,
J.D. Williams.
Me.
Okay. Gotcha.
You tell
swing
coach.
by the locker room.
You tell coach.
Second down. And that ball too high, looking for Hines again. Zillion Hamilton, the redshirt freshman. Castro Valley.
You tell Coach Coyle, man. He's a defensive back guy too. He knows the rules.
Yeah, Kevin Coyle was happy to see you. A couple of Northeasterners. You spent a lot of time in the NFL. Kevin Coyle, almost 20 years as a defensive coach in the NFL, Fresno State's DC. So movement and a flag. I think this will be against Hawaii for moving. It is. False start, second for Elm Manning today. So we are 1:18 remaining in this game. And with that penalty.
A little movement there.
That's the third on Hawaii. Fresno State has not committed a penalty in this game. What do you get on your guys about after a game in which you don't commit a penalty?
Effort.
You find something. Third down and long. Shager will dump it down to Bryant LeLay, and he'll make this a fourth down and about 7.
Yeah, today's game for Hawaii, especially on defense, wasn't so much about penalties and other things. It was more so, it was assignment. It was assignment issues, gap issues, responsibility issues, just being disciplined on what you need to do, you know, and that's been their issue at the beginning of the year.
Hawaii is going to use its last time out here. 55 seconds left before this 4th and 7.
You know, the one thing, like with an inexperienced team, you have to learn is like what happens when stuff gets out of hand. Like, can you keep your composure? Can you continue to go ahead and be disciplined? Because for sure, if like nothing's working, then obviously it's natural instincts to try to do something else. But you have to trust your preparation and hopefully, you know, you can stop the bleeding when things get out of hand.
There's Jake Haener having a good day. Carlton Johnson, who had the game-sealing pick last week, called it a Coach Teddy hug. And Jake Haener just got a Coach Teddy hug.
Teddy hug.
And look at those numbers, 24-29. And 327 yards, a career high, 4 touchdowns. Great day as well for Jordan Mims. Almost 7 yards a carry, 18 for 123 for him. 3 different Bulldog receivers had 5 catches.
That's a legit beating.
4th down and 7. And that is how Hawaii's offensive night will end. Bulldogs will take over. Well, hold on. We got a flag.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense. It's number 4. 15-yard penalty. An automatic. First down.
Andres Fox. And so Hawaii does get the ball, and Fresno State does commit its first penalty of the game with under a minute remaining. And so their attempt to go penaltyless for the first time since they did it in 08 against Hawaii is over. Uh-oh.
You said all these amazing names and penalty.
Penaltyless. That one's not on the pronunciation guide. Here's Shager.
Gets off.
Fresh set of downs. downs. There's Hines racing inside the 10, and he gets pushed out at the 4-yard line. And now 42 seconds to pick up a 21.
Yeah, cramp it up a little. Cramp it.
I mean, hopefully, the film on Tylan Hines today is a bright spot.
Yeah.
You know, going forward, like, hey, perhaps we need to involve him more. You know, when you have playmakers, you got to create plays for them so they can shine.
Hines 3 catches to go with his 11 carries. Shager with time, and it's caught. Mokiawa Timalala with his first career touchdown reception. The junior from Oahu finds the end zone. A good last couple drives for Mokio Atimalala. A lot of time there for Shager.
In there, strong hand. This is what we needed, though, the whole game. We needed the strong hand catches.
Well, they went down the depth chart, and they found him. And that is a blocked point after. And the ball, the whistle has not blown. And it looks like he finally.
You got to scoop that, man.
Yep.
You got to scoop it.
I think that was Carlton Johnson who had the big. It was Johnson. Look at him. He had the big pick last week. His teammates are on him.
Oh, that is outstanding.
And the consecutive extra point streak is over at 87 straight point afters made by Matthew Shipley. This right here breaks the streak. The big paw of DeMarcus Johnson.
That's exactly what it was. Just a big bear claw and just went up there and smacked the ball.
Oh, Carlton Johnson. He had so much fun last week. He came back. He broke his foot the week before the season started, dropped the weight on it. Came back last week, was not expected to play. The interception to seal the game against San Diego State. He was asked this week, how great was that pick? And he said, you know what was more fun than the interception was being back with my boys.
Exactly.
And his boys are letting him have it right now.
I'll tell you what, though, there's nothing.
Look at that face that LJ Early just gave him.
I know being back with the boys is cool, but interceptions are more fun.
His guys are on him right
They should
now.
be on him because he dove on the ground. Like, pick that up.
Nico Remigio back deep, and he'll let it go. Well, this is not what you expect necessarily out of rivalry games, although this game came in. You knew they were a big underdog, Hawaii, and maybe it'll be fuel for next week as next year, as Logan Fife comes back on. But one thing to note, we go back, remember the right tackle, Dante Bull, broke his leg last week. And moving some things around, Braylon Nelson at right tackle. This offensive line stepped up for the Dogs as Fife will kneel it. And Fresno State's going to get to over 500 on the season.
Well, truthfully, both offensive lines played outstanding today.
Historic day for Jake Haener. Moved up Fresno State's all-time yards and touchdowns passing list. And the Dogs have won 4 straight games for the first time since 2018.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, both offensive lines did awesome. You know, if there's a bright spot, you know, for Hawaii, it is, you know, that strong veteran group offensive line. Tylan Hines came through. Shager kept playing. He played hard the whole time, and the young receiver stepped up. But, man, you got to continue to build character on that defense. And then Fresno, man, what can I say? Just outstanding across the board. Everyone got to share the football. Defense played lights out. Oh, they're going to be scary in the Mountain West, man.
Timmy Chang had a lot of nights like Jake Haener had tonight. And you're right, who knows? A month of crunch time football to play, and perhaps we are headed back towards a Fresno State and Boise State Mountain West title game. Time will tell. November's just begun. Fresno State with a big win tonight. A reminder, tomorrow on Fox, we've got a full slate of NFL action highlighted by Seahawks Cardinals. Check for the game in your area. Then on November 13th, it's one of the games of the year in the NFC. Historic rivals square off in Lambeau when the Cowboys take on the Packers, only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. So the Bulldogs with a big night here in the Central Valley. A dominant victory over Hawaii. And Fresno State improves to 4-1 in Mountain West play. Jake Haener, a historic performance with 4 touchdowns in the game. For Will Blackman, this is Guy Haberman. And for our entire crew, we say good night from Fresno. You've been watching college football on Fox After Dark.